Alright, these kids are slowly coming in.
You make it better like that. Don't think I fit in at this party. Everyone's got so much to say. Yeah, I always feel like I'm nobody. Who wants to fit in anyway? 'Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. And you're making me feel like maybe I am somebody.
I'm tagging everybody that needs to be tagged to get them in the room.
My baby, yeah. 'Cause I don't care, long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. And you're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can
Actually, the only one we're missing right now is Omen. Carnage just got in, so these guys are, all of our teams are present right now. I was just getting their entire team in right now.
We at a party we don't wanna be at. Trying to talk but we can't hear ourselves. Red your lips, I'd rather kiss them right back. With all these people all around, I'm crippled with anxiety. But I'm told it's where I'm supposed to be. You know what? It's kinda crazy 'cause I really don't mind. And you make it better like that. Don't think we fit in at this party. Everyone's got so much to say. Oh yeah, yeah. When we walked in,
You see all these teams too. So for PUBG Mobile Club Open, we can't have any special characters in our names. So some of them, most of us have our names changed now. Like Temple Storm, our name is Tempo, capital X, and then lowercase the rest of our names, like mine included. And then what else we got? We got C9, no special characters, like majorities. Everyone like, you know, has like an X in the team name, or just goes straight up like the clan tag, like 9, team 9, like straight into their name. A couple people still haven't changed, like I think I saw Squad on Me that haven't changed theirs yet. Let's see, yeah, a couple Squad on Me haven't changed yet. Marvin's like messing with the green screen behind me. Hello, Marvin. Hello. What a nerd. Alright, so we're just missing two from Avapaxia. They are a Latin team. Missing one from ATP, one more from Null, two more from Method, and let's see, two more from Tribe, and one more from Omen's Elite.
Ride till I can't no more. I got the horses in the back, horse stack is attached. Head is matty black, got the boots that's black to match.
Okay, let me do a little bit of tagging.
You can whip your Porsche. I've been in that valley, you ain't been up off that porch. Now can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Country ain't for me, this ain't what it seems. Born in Trinidad, moved to Nashville, Tennessee. Went to college up in Boston, yeah. It was freezing. All my country grandma chasing dreams down in Atlanta, yeah. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Gonna take my horse to that old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Gonna take my horse to that old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
I remember when the song first came out, I was like, what is this song? Like, country with rap, and then it kind of grew on me, and then it was like really catchy. I think it was the #1 song in Texas for like a couple weeks, actually. Alright, so the only team I'm looking at right now is Method that needs 2 more. There's just a couple solos that we are missing. Alright, let me message Clay where your team at. Oh, we got Steve-O in. Alright, that means Null is complete, so we're just missing a couple more. Usually it's like the first like couple, like first game, like you might be missing a couple, and then after that it's just kind of like on a roll, and then everyone's in.
so criminal. Bruises on both my knees for you. Don't say thank you, oh please. I do what I want when I'm wanting to. My soul so cynical. So you're a tough guy, like you really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always a puff guy. I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type.
Alright.
I'm the bad guy.
Oh. Alright, just give me 1 second.
I'm the bad guy. I like it when you take control, even if you know that you don't want me. I'll let you play the role. I'll be your enemy. My mommy likes to sing along with me, but she won't sing the song if she reads all the lyrics.
Whoopsie. Alright, we are almost ready to go.
So you're a tough guy, like you really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always a puff guy. I'm that bad type.
Alright, I'm gonna get 1 team in just because method they don't have everybody, so we're gonna
Seduce your dad type. I'm the bad.
slot 12. Alright, gonna get Buzzkill in here. And then we're gonna get started. Alright, I just tweeted that we went live. Alright, so I know we had some lag issues before with my computer, but I think it is all fixed now. So you guys let me know if there is lag or not. If there is, then I cry and we'll go back to the iPad, but I think I fixed the lag issue. I see AP Sing in the chat. Hi Sing, hi Mom. Hello Zan.
Myself all of my favorite things. Been through some bad shit, I should be a savage. Would've thought it turned me to the savage. Rather be tied up with calls and no strings. Write my own checks like I wrote a sing. Yeah, stop bitching, my neck.
Okay, as Yute said, he's calling Wi-Fi. He's stuck in a closet right now. Sorry for the delay, guys. We'll be started momentarily. What the heck? Hold on. Alright. So, we are getting started with our first match. Yo! Frickin' Rack, thank you for the sub. I just saw that. Thank you, thank you. Green Home Monster, thank you for the 100 bits. No, okay, so I was saying I had a headache earlier today, and I did not go to sleep. But I popped 3 ibuprofen, so it's like a little bit better, but still kind of had it. So bear with me today, guys. Alrighty, peoples. We are getting started. The first one is going to be a Wrangle third-person perspective. It's going to be TPP all night tonight. This is going to be just extreme practice for PMCO. Alright, let me fix my... Oh, there's Marvin. Let me fix my green screen. Green screen hella scuffed today. Alright. Nope, that made it like 100 times worse. They just need to like iron it. Just fucking like... Alright, so... What is going on? So, the first map of... match of the night, TPP Orengo, we're hopping right in. So, the first plane path is going up towards hospitals. I'm very interested to see C9, you know, historically, a lot of times they've gone towards the military base island. In the most recent times, they've gone kind of this split loot over hospital / South George. So we'll see if they're going to continue doing that today. We have it going all the way down throughout Gatka, so that's really going to give Pittsburgh Knights a really easy jump. Usually they do a little split loot all over Gatka, the different compounds there, and then all over, you know, that western bridge going between the main island over to a military base island, and then of course over military base. So lately I have seen Jovi going right into military base, the C compounds there. So we'll see if they head over there once more. Again, same song and dance that we've seen week after week after week at these guys solidify their drop spots on Wrangle. Alright, just zooming in a little bit on this map, we're gonna go ahead and see where these players are gonna pick their spots on this map, and where these early engagements are going to happen tonight. Alright, so far, you know, you've seen exactly what we predicted before. So Cloud9 splitting up over kind of the hospital South George area. Obviously, they could see from dropping there that nobody was with them. And then we actually have our first bit of action. It looks like it's going to be Omen Elite and now Null. Stop back under there. So it was previously Nice Invictus and is now currently Null. So hopping over here, we have Zute. Looks like he gets the first blood of the match, gets the knock onto Fishy from Null, and then Carnage with the M16 gets the immediate flush. So they're going to claim that one kill themselves. They started only out with 3, so that's going to put them, you know, even out the odds here. We're going to go for a 3v3 fight right here. It looks like Null Bullet now getting the knock onto King A. Looks like Tensa getting the knock on the beach. Looks like Team Totality and... Actually, I'm gonna guess. So Team Totality and Spacestation Gaming, it looks like, you know, wasn't, you know, both, you know, their designated spots are on that eastern part of the map. So it looks like both teams, you know, they drop looking for vehicles. You know, you might see some early scuffles like that, and it looks like immediately we have our first death, our second death of the match, and it looks like Spacestation Gaming Beach, the new addition to Spacestation Gaming, is out. We also have Helping Quit Addiction, Chiwang Cross, Xiaozhu, and Lan Lan. Looks like we have... Farm looks like quite the bit of action right now. You have quite a few members of Helping Quit Addiction also in the same compound with some Spacestation Gaming. Looks like Landline is gonna just get, you know, come over here, hope for some sort of weapon in this shack, but it looks like it's only gonna be a shotgun, so we're gonna have some shotgun snipers early on in this map. But Landline quickly get in the car, he's gonna dip it away. Oh, and does get tagged up just a little bit, but Chiwang does save him by getting the knock on Angry. Sixless in the background getting the knock onto Chiwang. Alright, Lanlan's gonna go hot and heavy. Oh, but Lan already down to about half HP, was at quite the disadvantage. Xiao Zhu also, Helping Quit Addiction, you see the disadvantages dropping, split dropping like this, having, you know, drawing basically you're just weakening the capacities of your team. You don't have your entire 4 players up right there to fight against, like, a squad. So we had, like, 2 of them fighting against Spacestation Gaming, you had Xiao Zhu fighting against Team Totality, and where do we have Cross right now? Cross, you know, like, super far away, and Cross is now, again, squad on me. So, not in the best of spots right now. We're going to see, and we're taking a look at this first map. So, this first map, it looks like it is going to be right over the... I'm going to pop it up a little bit bigger. Sorry, my cropping skills weren't the best today. Alright, so the first map, it looks like it's going to be mostly on the main island, not really forcing these teams to rotate too fast yet. Again, last week we had the same sort of pattern where the unnamed was always playing outside of the zone, always out eating the blue for a little bit, so they're going to have to come in their Novo drop spot over there. Alrighties, so I'm gonna like fix my green screen issues right now. Alright, so then looks like so Cross was able to get squad on me, one of the members of squad on me, and then pretty much solidified this compound inside a farm for them. So squad on me, usually are pretty uncontested in the farm area. They split drop just like Pittsburgh Knights over in the Gatka area. I'm actually gonna hop over here real quick. But because of that plane path, the usual teams that usually drop all the way over into Yasnaya and onto the eastern side of the map, they couldn't make it all the way there. So then they had those early fights that they had to take. All right, so it looks like a Tribe and ATP and Razak. So ATP, it looks like they came down. I believe they landed around school area and came up onto the hill overlooking Razak, and they've slowly made their way down, doing a bit of damage over onto Tribe. So Tribe, they only started with 3. They lost Memo, their in-game leader, so they only have Royds and Outsider left. Looks like Team 9 and Savage Hearts are engaging back and forth. So Savage Heart, looks like Gabby, new additions to Savage Hearts. We have a Night Owl already out. Marshy, actually Hot Chiefs just got finished off by Team 9, so it's just Gabby and just Marshy left alive right now. I think they're gonna just grab the car, dip out of there. They don't want to take this fight where Team 9 is still at full capacity. Minu, Clue, Lewis, and Kevo. Alright, Lewis and Kevo grabbing the loot that they can out of that early fight after, collecting 2 kills to the team already. So 2 kills. Each kill is worth 1 point. I'm going to show you guys the score. So this is the scoring system. It's mirrored exactly after PUBG Mobile Club Open, the biggest tournament in the scene right now. This is their new scoring system. So first place is going to be 20 points, second is 14, and third place is literally half of the points of first place at 10, and then it just goes down from there. So a little bit different from Spring Split, really putting a lot more emphasis on placement, as the Spring Split, first place was 30 points, second place was 22, and then third place was 19. So, getting that extra placement at the very end there is going to really benefit teams. Alright, let's just take a look at where these teams are rotating around. I think we still have a couple shots between ATP and Tribe. Alright, as soon as this renders in. Alright, ATP looks like they collected all the different vehicles. What's really good about Razak and the surrounding compounds around there is there's so many different little vehicles you can find in, the garage. See this garage right here in the red. There's a, car there. There's cars along the street. There's a car just down the road on a different compound. So it makes Razak and the surrounding areas a very good spot to drop and loot up. Looks like Squad on Me and Spacestation Gaming are now engaging back and forth. So Squad on Me, after losing one of their members earlier on, same with Spacestation Gaming. So both these teams are playing a 3v3 fight right now. Looks like Siddiq did get thirsted out, so Squad on Me is down to 2 members, while Spacestation Gaming still has 3 left alive. Looks like Grimly and Epic are full setting into there. They are looking for blood, looking for revenge on their fallen teammate. So Grimly, looks like he only has bandages, 1 painkiller. Looks like Epic running upstairs and does get knocked by Juicy with that M16. That M16 burst in close range is nothing to be joking around with. And looks like Grimly just got outnumbered there. They were really punished for that push right there. And they are the first team out of the match, the very first match of our Temple Storm Pro Scrims tonight. Looks like the Unnamed now coming in with their rotation from Novo. I've never pronounced this entire full name before. Novo Repnoi. We just call it Novo. Coming all the way up from Novo. May or may not have heard those shots like in the distance there, but collecting as many vehicles as possible, wanting to hold those vehicles as much, having as many vehicles as possible towards the end to give them as much of an advantage at the later stages. Let's see if they are aware that they're going to be driving right past Spacestation Gaming, the graveyard for Squad on Me. Sarah K, I just saw that sub. Thank you, Sarah K. Alright, looks like via name, they're able to escape unscathed from Spacestation Gaming. Looks like they, they did the strat, some do a strat that Beowulf and previous teams that he's been on, they do. They send 2 across first, scout it out. You don't want to send all 4 of your players across and then potentially have a bridge camp and then you lose your entire team there. So sending 2 first across, making sure the coast is clear and giving that information that, hey, there is a team at this compound right here, and giving the rest of your team that information to, wide rotation around it, just to avoid getting any damage to their cars or to their persons or potentially getting knocked. Alright, this zone is just about to close one more time. Actually, the first time. But we're moving on into phase 2, and the circle does centralize. So all these teams, these teams that really prioritize going into the center of the circle, they are going to be there. They're not really going to have to move too much. Whereas these teams that are still on the outskirts, such as Null, that were up and still hanging out into the North George, or still hanging out in North George and that blue area, they're going to have to come and rotate pretty far to get into the circle. Definitely, right now, actually, we're gonna probably see, the unnamed. They've rotated all the way from Novo. They're going right on top of this plateau, this hill that is just north of the Reds, just southeast of Pachinki, and Bucky does get knocked. So they were able to avoid Spacestation Gaming, but then they did run right into the laps of Team Totality coming down from, Team Totality landing initially over in the farm area, rotating all the way up into Lakova, that kind of eastern normal drop spot, and then rotating back onto this plateau area. So the unnamed losing 1 in that rotation. Looks like they are hopping right onto the Pachinki no man's land right now. We have Cloud9 hold up and Avapaxia, our new team to our scrims tonight. Looks like Perks is getting the knock on a micro first. We have Tempest still rotating around, trying to get to these yellows on the other side of Pachinki Hill. Looks like he's gonna find that cover and does park it and get out. Looks like Juanma was finished off. Looks like it's just Marco and Tempest left alive in this yellows right now. So HQA, Helping Quit Addiction, kind of in the same boat as Avapaxia, losing 2 members first, and now they're just going to have to hold this compound. This is a very difficult compound to hold just because there's so many different buildings there that you can have, a whole team roll up and start, try to take it from you, holding up in the same compound. So looks like Pittsburgh Knights and C9 have focused their intentions onto each other. Sam, blowing out the tires of the car. You'll see teams do this all the time. They'll see a car that another team has and they want to take that advantage away from them. If it's the later end of the circle and you have to rotate far to get into zone, it's not going to be a fun time if you don't have a vehicle. So they want to take as many resources away from the other teams around them. All right, Sam, J7, Zenial, and Jagger. Just on the other ridge, other top of this Pachinki ridge from C9. Alright, I'm just gonna look at this drop and see what is in there. Looks like the drop's already gotten, so we have, I'm guessing it was a ghillie suit because I saw a shirt there, level 3 kit and everything. Looks like they left the Groza. No love for the Groza, left in that drop. Alright. Again, so I always say this every single day, every single time we do the Temple Storm scrims. Usually it's right away. You'll see quite a bit of action. You'll see this across any battle royale. Quite a bit of action as these teams land kind of close together. Those early little scraps back and forth, and then you'll see kind of a lull in the action as either they're just settling into where they want to be in the circle, and then it looks like Jagger is getting tagged up from Cloud9, focusing all his attention down at Avapaxia. But and towards the end, the last kind of like 10 minutes is just a hellstorm of people knocking each other back and forth, all eyes on everybody. Alright, so we're just keep our eyes on the circle. Nothing really not really too much action to see as these teams are just kind of rotating and settling in. I would say kind of Pachinki is the last, it's kind of, right in the middle of the big city right there. So a lot of these teams here, they only have kind of like hillsides for cover. They just kind of have like little compounds that they're claimed. If I was Marco or Tempest, I really wouldn't peek this at all. They know they're only 2-man strong. They know they have teams all the way around them. Looks like Tempest now getting a little bit of tagged up. The only thing that they're inviting right now is that, you know, if they get a knock, the team, if these teams are around and they were paying attention to the kill feed, they know, like, oh, Avapaxia, they already lost 2, they're only 2-man strong. They knock 1, they know it's only 1 up, this is just gonna be a full send. So if I were Avapaxia, just kind of staying quiet, not peeking. Right now they're just getting a little bit tagged up, so their resources are being diminished, where they have to use their meds, their armor and everything is being tagged up. Alright, let's take a look at the circle, see where it goes. And the circle does close right on top of Pachinki one more time. So this circle, just really no hardships yet. You know, very, very well-behaved circle, as we like to call it. Well-behaved circle. So far, just kind of shifted over onto the southwestern part of the map, but not really a hard shift anywhere, and then kind of just centralizing more and more and more. Looks like Juicy was lost just now to, I believe that was that Team Jovi? Team 9. Team 9. Sharing the yellows right here, right across the bridge. So it looks like Team 9 was able to find Juicy. Juicy may have not known they were there, was caught a little bit too out in the open, overextended, and then was immediately thirsted. So Spacestation Gaming now only 2 left alive. Omen getting the knock on a HQA. I think Team 9 may know that this is only 2. It was a very important important thing for teams to do, keeping track of the kill feed and just really knowing, you know, who's still left alive and what teams are going to be weak if you get into a fight with them. I just see Omen Elite and I think it was HQA. So Omen Elite must have rolled right on top of Helping Code Addiction, this compound that they were holding. They only had 2 left alive from Helping Code Addiction, and then Omen Elite now has 3 kills to their name in this match. Gonna hop back onto this fight. Sixless with the VSS. You love to see it. The king of VSSs. So Sixless and Angry on the other half of yellows. They definitely heard the car. They heard Lewis pull up just a little bit closer here, so they're gonna play it a little bit cautiously here. They know they're, you know, down to only 50% capacity for the rest of their team. Looks like Minwoo. If this game will ever render in, guys. Six just kind of do the moonwalk around. All right, now he has hit the ground. So Sixless now, it looks like Team 9, you know, they know who they're fighting against. They know this is Spacestation Gaming. They've kind of fanned out, gotten, you know, a little bit different of angles here. So Clue and Lewis very, very close up. We have Minwoo looking a very hard off angle to the left side. So again, cutting off the way for Spacestation Gaming to escape right now. Clue pulling up a little bit closer. Alright, we still have, just taking a look at the map, the rest of the map, so we still have Pittsburgh Knights and C9 just kind of on the other halves of the hill by Pachinki, you know, taking a lot of circle control away from the south part of these, or south teams here that are going to try to rotate into the center. We still have Gabby and Marchie. They lost Hot Jukes, and I believe it was Salty earlier on, so they're going to be a duo left alive. Jovi, kind of quiet so far. They're over in those, they're over in, what do you call it? What do you guys call the compound? Like the like 4 buildings right here. But they have 1 kill to their name so far. It's Chapito, Caitlyn, and Tech Tate. The Caitlyn up on top of the, you know, on top of the roofs. You have a huge vantage point. You're able to see a lot, really, really far. However, if a team does catch that knock, you're going to be slow to kind of crawl off the roof, and you're probably going to get thirsted out. So, you know, pros and cons of being on the roof. Just be very, very aware of who is around you. And the circle just closed right on to the western part of Pachinki, overlooking the hills here. So C9 definitely has one of the best vantage parts in the match. This is a spot that they take time and time again. But I'm gonna hop back onto this C9 or Team 9 and Spacestation Gaming fight. All right, they're on the move. They're looking for blood. Team 9. Oh, he does find them. Lewis spraying over. Sixless laying prone at the nick of time just to make sure he doesn't get knocked. Clue running out into the open and is, oh, does get the knock out of Sixless, but gets trade knocked by Angry. It's just Angry left alive now from Spacestation Gaming. He's gonna play very, very passively. He knows there's 3 people left alive. Angry giving him a little bit of the slip. He's running back into the back lane prone. He's gonna wait for Team 9 to push up onto him to make the aggressive push. Oh, C9. They know it's just 1. Oh, he says Kevo had no idea that Angry was there. Minwoo does get the thirst onto Sixless. Angry now just gave all the information away of where he is, so they're gonna stack up Team 9? Oh, Team 9 was jumping 2 at a time, and Angry was just outnumbered. Lewis and Minwoo in synchronization, coming and fighting, not taking out any chances and going for that 2v1 fight. Alright, Omenly Angry. Omenly Zute spraying with that mini over off into by Caitlyn, and does get the thirst onto Caitlyn. So Jovi, which started with 2, is now only a duo left alive. Omen Elite, not with 5 kills. Alright, let's take a look at Tempest. Tempest rolling up. They're still in the same compound they were before, right? At the bottom of the hill on the other side of Pachiki Hill. More likely than not, they're probably going to have to rotate into this next circle after it closes. And they're going to have to go through C9 and Pittsburgh Knights to get there. Alright, Omen Elite, they just need to come forward a little bit further into the circle. You know, this huge compound that they have, they do have buildings within the circle that you can see on the map. Savage Heart, you know, they're going to try to find an easier way to get in the circle on the southern side. They heard that fight between Omen Elite, you know, popping shots off at Jovi. So Savage Heart, Gabby leading the charge over into the open field on the downhill side of the western part of Pachinki. So I think they're gonna come a little bit closer in. Looks like PK and Team Totality actually are fighting now. So Team Totality, remember, they're on the other ridge on that plateau across the street from the hill south of Pachinki. So they're rolling up now. H was lost before, so it's Tensa, Enigma, and Proplex left alive. Yeah, they did get the knocks on some of the members of Pittsburgh Knights, so they know this is Pittsburgh Knights that they are fighting right now. They got the initial knock onto Sam. They got Jagger really, really low, so they know they're trying to gather the information, trying to find where 7 and where Jagger are. Oh, looks like Enigma did get knocked. Oh, they see 7. They see 7. And it is 2v1. They get to knock onto 7, so it is Tensa and it is Proplex. Trying to buy some time, trying to get the revive on their teammate if they can, but Proplex, he's spraying over. He sees Daniel. Oh, and he comes over, and Jagger does get the knock, so it is just Tensa left alive from Team Totality. He sees Jagger. Jagger just gets on the downside of the hill, does not get any sort of damage onto him from Tensa. Tensa with a barrel in the hollow. He's coming around on the right side. He's trying to, you know, give him a little bit of mystery to these teams. Doesn't let them know where they are. And Tensa does get the knock. He's down to 5 HP. Tensa's gonna need to get some meds off right here. And it does get third party from Temple Storm down in the barn area on the south side of Pachinki. Alright, that is it for Team Totality. Temple Storm with the only hardcover in the match right now. So Temple Storm inadvertently did save Pittsburgh Knights as they were only down to 1 member left. So Jagger quickly trying to get those desperate revives off on the remaining members of his team. This southern side is totally compacted while these teams fighting each other. So Omen Elite, it looks like Tempest and Mario coming up the hill. They know they're not in the circle anymore. Team Minwoo. So after that fight with Spacestation, they're coming in now, and they're really hurting now. They only had Minwoo left alive from Team 9, so he's gonna stay pretty quiet. Oh, he does see Omen Elite. He's staying quiet though, you know, they might forget about him, they might move on. Looks like Temple Storm Nico does get the knock onto Shifen on that. Looks like ATP crashed up onto the barn area, and we just caught the wipe onto ATP by Temple Storm. Temple Storm zone closes one more time, so we got that hillside, that upper hill, and then Temple Storm at the bottom within the compounds. Looks like we have C9 and Null fighting against each other, so Null, Bullet, and Fears are the only 2 left alive from Null. They're getting tagged up from the back from all these different teams, the Unnamed Tribe, and there goes Null from Anya from the Unnamed coming in hot. Alright, let's hop back over on here. So Savage Heart was just taken out by Pittsburgh Knights, so we have Omen Elite versus Pittsburgh Knights now, sharing the same side of the hill. Like I said before, all of the action does come in the last kind of 10 minutes or so. Alright, Omenly coming in a little more. They got the top part of this map. C9, uncharacteristically outside of the circle right now, so they're going to have to crash it in, come on in, take the spot away from a different team. Looks like Pyra, he was able to see just the head peek out from Avapaxia down in that shack, so both these teams outside the zone trying to fight their way in. It's like we had 2 drops come in. All right, let's take a look on the Pittsburgh Knights once again. So they lost Sam, their top fragger of the team. So we have 7, Zaniel, and Jagger still left alive, 3 manning it. And and they're on the backside of Overlay, the worst spot possible. And Miko comes in with the third party at 7. Oh, and does get, oh my god. And it took out so many members of, oh my god. I have no words for this. Miko just left and right. I think the zone is going to take him here, but he did so much damage to Pittsburgh Knights. And Omen Elite, oh my god, Minwoo. Valiant effort from Minwoo in that fight. So right now, it is just 7 left alive from Pittsburgh Knights. He's going for the clutch revive onto Zaniel, desperately trying to get his teammate back alive, and the zone shifts onto this open hill area here. So we got Temple Storm, full team, driving up, rotating in. 7 looking down at Temple Storm. 7 does get the knock onto Nico. Looks like Chica is pretty low there. They got a little bit of vehicle for cover. Looks like 7 to get the finish off up onto Nico. Looks like now C9, 7 kills so far. They're coming up. They're hearing these fights. They're going to come in for this third party between Pittsburgh Knights and Temple Storm. Like Temple Storm was able to come in from the barn on the south side of Pachinko. They're coming in. Looks like Cloud9. They're coming in with a bang, and they know that Pittsburgh Knights is weakened here. So they're going to push up. They're going to try to take the best spot in the circle away from Pittsburgh Knights. Beowulf stopping to loot up as much as he can. Uneven, not too far behind them. Looks like he's just peeking out. He's using that third person peeking, and Beowulf does get knocked Uneven, not too far behind him. He does find 7. So it is just Daniel left now. They see him, and Pittsburgh Knights is taken out. So we have Beowulf down. They're probably reviving him right now. Chica does get knocked. Unfortunately, Uneven did lose his helmet in that fight. So we have Spec and Rain. Last 2 left standing from Temple Storm. They're trying to go for the revive onto Chica. Both these teams taking a breather, trying to get their teams back up to full health before they engage onto this fight. Looks like C9, they've got the vantage point, they got the hill advantage, and Rain with the right flank angle. All that stands between them is a car and a red crate. Looks like Chica was able to get revived. Cloud9 just waiting. Alright, this circle. Looks like Cloud9 is not in the circle. Looks like Temple Storm at the very bottom of this hill have it. So Cloud9, they're going to try to push down. They're going to try to, use their third person perspective, peeking, trying to find those, like a little bit of, like a little peekaboo game, trying to find them. Looks like Chica was able to knock Beowulf. Princess is going to knock onto Chica. Oh, it is just Rain left alive from Temple Storm. There was just one knock. Getting that information from the rest of his team. Rain does get a little bit tagged up. He gave us the information away of where he is, and it's a 3v1 fight right now, and Rain wasn't able to do it. So C9 takes the win with the first match of the night. We have TBP Arangled. Our winners is Cloud9, Pyro with 2 kills, Uneven with 4, Beowulf 2, and Percocet with 4. So we have 12 kills from Cloud9. Second place, we have Temple Storm, Spec, Nico, Rain, and Chica getting 6 kills. And third place, we have Pittsburgh Knights getting in with 8 kills. So from there, we have Team 9 in 4th place. Avapaxia in 5th place. In 6th place, we have Omen Elite. 7th was The Unnamed. 8th was Savage Hearts. 9th was Team Null. 10th was Tribe. 11th was 8DP. 12th was Team Totality. 13th was Jovi. 14th was Spacestation Gaming. 15th Help and Quit Addiction. And 16th was Squad on Me. Alright, I'm going to make the next room. The next room is going to be TPP Arango once more, and I'm going to see if we can get Cloud9 into the interview chat. So I'll be right back.
It's been 24 hours, I need more hours with you. You spent the weekend getting even. We spent the late nights making things right between us. But now it's all good, babe. Roll that backward, babe, and pay me close. Cause girls like you run around with guys like me till sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Girls like you love fun and me too. I want when I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. flight to you. We took a whole day up, trying to get way up. Ooh. We spent the daylight trying to make things right between us. And now it's all good, babe. Roll that back with me. Lay me close. Yeah, 'cause girls like you run around guys like me till sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you. Yeah, yeah, girls like you love fun and let me do what I want. When I come through, I need a girl like you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you. Yeah, yeah. Maybe it's 6:45, and maybe I'm barely alive, and maybe this is really it for the last time.
Hello?
Maybe I'm
Hello.
There's 2 interview VCs. I was in the other one.
I'm gonna look at that. Hold on. Alright, I need to fix my match 1 winners. We have Cloud9. So you guys, let's see. So you went south. Is that your new drop spot? Like, are you guys not going military base anymore?
Yeah, it's South Church.
Okay, so South George / hospital, and then you guys rotated onto the hill of Pachinki, and then you were pretty much there for the rest of the match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of at the end there, I think it was so like Minwoo from Team 9 like took out like almost like all of Omen Elite and Pittsburgh Knights, right? And then it was just you guys, Pittsburgh Knights, and then Tempo Storm at the bottom. So was it your call? You kind of, you know, heard the fights going on, you're like, we're just gonna third party this and push into this?
We weren't really sure what was going on. All of a sudden there was like 9 people. And we were like,
all of a sudden it
I
was
don't
like
know where
20 people,
everyone
and then it was like,
Liter-
oh, everyone
literally
just
we were like on the plan and like looking around, and we're like, wait, there's only 9 people live. That's like, we thought there was 4 tempo guys. I'm like, means there's only 1 on this hill, so we'll just go up here. And then we found 2 PK.
Yeah.
And then just had to win 4v3
Yeah.
in TPP mode. Gee, it's easy.
And so you're just kind of like peeking around and just kind of like you like in TPP you can just kind of like take a step forward and you already see like all the way down the hill, versus in FPP you would have to like
Yeah,
literally
when
expose
we
yourself.
saw that they were split up, so we just pushed one side.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it was a
So
nice easy game for us. We didn't have to move much.
so easy. I have an emote. I have an emote that's like a quote from Ray, and like all the time we're playing, he just says so easy. So I have like a so easy emote now. So they might spam it in chat for that. So you are PUBG Mobile VIP now, Beowulf. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
I don't really know what we get yet, but I heard there's stuff.
You're just like, I don't really know what it is, but it sounds, you know, presidential. So I'm gonna
It's
join
something.
this
It's something that'll make me stream again. So it's good.
What is your? So I saw that clip. I think it was Updates PUBG posted of like you saying like you're gonna stream more, and you're like, what are you gonna stream? You're like, whenever I feel like it. Like it was like no set schedule. It's like maybe tomorrow, maybe this later this week. But for you guys in chat who don't know what VIP is, so basically Tencent started this program called the PUBG Mobile VIP program. So it's all like big content creators, streamers, and stuff. So basically we rep PUBG, you know, create a lot of content for them, and then like when I went to Anime Expo like 2 months ago, that was for the VIP program, and they have a bunch of us coming out for TwitchCon next week. So are you going to that?
I'm not. I think Uneven is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they invited a bunch of us to go like talk at TwitchCon and kind of rep PUBG Mobile, so that's what it is.
Pretty sure he figured out that he was gonna go like in the middle of last match. Like he was like texting people the whole time.
Wait, like this last match?
Yeah.
Oh, you're like,
He
oh,
was,
I'm going.
we were looting. He's like, I think I want to go to TwitchCon, and then in the middle of the match, he's like, all right, I'm going to TwitchCon.
Oh wait, through PUBG Mobile or like just going?
No, he's just going.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Get that Twitch badge, the most expensive Twitch badge ever, like that 19. Do you get?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you get in the next match. The next match is gonna be TPP or Wrangle once more. So we'll see
sweet.
if I'll see you back in this BC after.
Hopefully, yeah.
All right. Peace. All right. So that was Beowulf from Cloud9. Cloud9 with the 12 kill win the first match. So let's see what they're gonna bring in the second match. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna play the music again. Let me get all my accounts in the game. So give me a sec.
To carry children of our own. We were still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I'm gonna be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand, be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future
Many freaking accounts.
in your eyes.
Baby,
Dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to
all right, we are missing the unnamed.
you in that dress, looking so beautiful. I don't deserve this, darling. You look perfect
I'm gonna tag him.
tonight. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms.
Okay, now that I'm in. Now, last week I exposed the code, so now we are good.
Everything what I see, now I know I have met an angel in person, and she looks perfect.
Beowulf and chat, too easy.
Deserve this. You look perfect tonight.
Yeah, so you guys in my chat, so I added checkmark badges as cheer bits. So if you cheered 1 bit in my chat, you get a pink checkmark. If you cheer 100, you get the blue, and if you cheer 1,000 bits, you get the purple checkmark, and you look like you're verified in my chat.
Know that I'm a handful, baby. I know I never think before I jump, and you're the kind of guy that ladies want. There's a lot of cool chicks out there. I know that I'm a psycho on the phone. Never leave well enough alone.
Hold on, let me
Always
ask.
wanna follow where I go. There's a lot of cool chicks out there. One of these things is not like the others. Like a rainbow without all
Alright,
the
let's see who we got. Let's see who we got,
colors.
guys.
When it comes to a
Oh my
love
god, we almost have everybody. We're missing Dos! Dos!
Yeah, I'm the only one of me. And
Oh.
baby, that's the fun of me.
It's like Acer's in the spring spot. Uh-oh, Acer. Acer!
And you're the only one of you. Baby, that's the fun of you. And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me.
Should I kick Acer?
Make it about me. I know you never
Awkward?
get just what you see, but I will never bore you, baby. There's a lot of lame guys out there, and when we had to fight out in the rain, you ran after
Alright, we
me
got
and
1
called
minute
my
left.
name. I never wanna see you walk away. There's a lot of lame guys out there. One of these things is not like the others. Living in winter, I am your summer. Baby doll, when it comes to a lover, promise that you'll never find another like me. Yeah, I'm the only one of me. And let me
Put the stream in sub mode, flex, slump? Okay. Alright, we got 1 more minute, less than 1 more minute to join. So it looks like we got a full house, guys. We have a full house.
and I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me. Girl, there ain't no I in
I need to hit your voice is Kriegasm.
me. Strike the band of 1, 2, 3. I promise that you'll never find another like me. Girl, there ain't no I in T, but you know there
This is fun to do when you have a headache. I need like iron my green screen. It looks weirdo. It only looks bad like when the sky is up like this. Nico, why is Nico naked? Oh. Wait, he's fully clothed on my iPad, but on my emulator he looks naked. Okay. Okay, dropping into the second match. Let's go ahead and see where this plane is gonna take us. So, very, very different from the first match. We are going to have a plane path all the way over to Yasnaya. So we're Spacestation Gaming. They really couldn't get all the way to their usual drop spot Yasnaya before. They're gonna have a very, very easy drop this time. You're gonna have Tribe usually go into Rozak. They're gonna have an easy drop, and then C9 once more. They're gonna very easily be able to find their hospital / South George drop spot. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at zoomed in of where these teams are going to go. So, so a lot of the teams that you may have seen, you know, very favored, having a very good plane path last game, may be a very different story this time. I will comment that looks like Squad on Me usually drop split looting over the farm area. Looks like once again this drop spot is not going to really be able to give them a easy plane path to their usual places. So they're going to have to probably drop a little shorter, find somewhere else to get, or maybe get a vehicle and drive all the way there. So SSG claiming Yasnaya all to themselves. For the past little bit, every time they would drop in Yasnaya, they'd be contested. You know, while they were gone in Asia, it's been the wild, wild west in Yasnaya. Alright, I'm gonna just look and try to find, let's see. Let's see, Let's see what's going on here. We got Caitlyn and we have ATP kind of jumping together close to Pachinki. I'm just gonna try to find where the action is gonna be. It looks like Team 9 in school, actually. So meanwhile, looks like Lewis getting the knock on Avapaxia already. Meanwhile, in school, the only one in school. The only one in school getting the knock on one of the members of Avapaxia here, so that team member is going to be split up from the rest of his team. So we still have Tempest, we have Micro, and we have Juanma still left alive. And this circle does pop. This is the polar opposites from the first game to this game. This circle going up into the northwest part of the map. So a lot of these teams that, you know, on this kind of southern side, you're going to see, southern part of the circle, they're already in. They're not going to have to rotate too far. I'm going to bet you that you're going to have some of these teams on this eastern side going up above Yasnaya Lake and kind of coming in, rotating up onto this north side and trying to claim some of these obviously very open spots here and try to not engage with any teams around them. Alright, I think Jovi has kind of split up around Pachinki. I think Team Jovi usually going over into the military base area. Obviously not going to be able to get there, and definitely seeing this circle, they're not going to rotate all the way down into military base to rotate all the way back up. So now they've split loot around in the Pachinki area. Like Savage Hearts now picking Lipkova area in lieu of, I think previously they picked the Fairy Pier area. Looks like Omen Carnage getting knocked from Null. So again, one more time, both these teams contesting each other in the South George Crates area. So we have Omen Elite. I believe now they have 4 members strong. So Carnage being the first, one of the first knocks of the match. Looks like King 8 with the SKS does get the knock on the Stevo. So Zute throwing a nade, trying to buy some time to get this res on to his teammate Carnage. Fear is now getting the knock on the King 8. So it is just Acer and it's just Zute standing right now from Omen Elite. Alrighties. Hold on one moment. Looks like Zuda getting the knock onto Steve-O. Coming over here. Okay, so we have Ace. So all of Omen Elite is standing now. Now how the tables have turned. Now Null is at the disadvantage here with one knocked, and they did just get the res onto Steve-O. It's like Carnage getting the knock onto Bullet. It's just taking turns of who's getting knocked here. All right, Bullet did get thirsted out, so they permanently, you know, making Null play at a 3-man fight. Looks like Jagger getting the knock onto Beowulf. What is that? Jagger. Wait, where is Beowulf? What? So Beowulf scout ahead for his team and try to get this compound. You know, this is a very strong compound. You know, having sights over this bridge here and having sights of all of this different down the road and all the hillside around it. So it looks like Beowulf scout up ahead, try to see if that place was open. But Pittsburgh Knights did do an early rotation and gather that. It took that away from C9 and took their in-game leader away from the team as well. Fears and Zute using the third person peeking, trying to find that information from them and see if they can get a knock. Fears throwing a nade, but Zute has already moved away, so that's probably not gonna tag him up at all. Let's take a look and see where these teams are rotating already. It looks like Epic got the knock on Enigma, so these teams that couldn't previously get to their eastern rotations, it looks like it is now they're all on that eastern coast side. So they lost Enigma, they lost H, so there's just Pensa and just Koplex left alive against Squad on Me. So Squad on Me couldn't make it all the way to the farm, so it looks like they were just kind of split looting around on the southern Yasmaya side. Alright, looks like Temple Storm is on the rotation as well, just across the bridge from Pittsburgh Knights right now. But yep, so we had Savage Hearts that were in Lakova, exactly what I said before. They probably rotate above Yasnaya Lake, so Savage Hearts are going to be, you know, edging it right there, just barely into the zone, finding a compound for themselves in team totality. Looks like Tensa's leading the charge away between him and Proplex to try to get in. I think we still have a fight between Dice Invictus and Omen Elite in South George Crates. So fortunately for them, this circle, they are in the circle, otherwise they would be wasting a ton of time in the time that they would need to spend onto a rotation into the circle. Alright, and Fears does get knocked at the off angle with that Ask King, and currently has 2 kills so far on just Team Null. Looks like ATB Sheepbang getting the knock on a Team 9 Kebble in the background. That looks like that they are funneling onto this bridge over here, coming in from right by Razak. Alright, Team Null all of a sudden only 2 players left standing, while Omen Elite does have all 4. Looks like Zute with the VSS, inspired by Hachik's tweet earlier today about using the VSS. Both Zute and Acer, not really that much meds going on here. Alright, now only Fishy left alive. As Steve-O, you know, very, very low. Looks like they know it's 1 left alive. You know, they know their team has 3 kills right now, so they're coming in trying to gang up onto Fishy right here. So we have Acer and Carnage entering in the warehouse. Fishy with that DP though. Lots of ammo. 47 bullets, however, very, very slow reload, so he's got to make these shots count. Oh, he's pushing up. Oh, he heavily punished, playing this like a first-person perspective match, and does get taken out by Karna. So that is 4 kills to Omen Elite right off the bat. So they're gonna have, as I showed you guys before, each kill is worth 1 point, so they're gonna have 4 points to their name in this match so far. So just going over the point system again, this is PUBG Mobile Club Open fall split scoring system. So first place gets 20, second gets 19, third gets 10, and then you can see the rest down from there. So no matter what, you do get 1 point for placement. So the Team Null did collect 1 point just for going out in 16th place. Alright, most of these teams gathered onto this north side of the island right now. Actually, very, very few of them still on the southern side. So, really depending on where the circle is going to go and who's going to screw over and depending on which side of the river that they decided to rotate to. Team Totality, you do usually see them a little bit closer to center here, but, you know, being down to only 2 members left alive, it looks like they're going to be playing a little bit more of the passive game, not wanting to take any early fights, or trying to avoid any early fights if they can. And the circle is about to close one more time. The Unnamed, as usual, out in the blue, still haven't even left Novo yet. And the circle does shift onto the north side, so these teams, such as Omen Elite, Temple Storm, and I believe it was, yeah, Helping Quit Addiction, ATP, Jovi, and Nova. They're going to have to rotate all the way up onto the north side. Alright, Grimly, it looks like he got the knock onto Tribe. Just, looks like that is just north of Razak. So, Tribe really hasn't rotated too far yet. They, you know, dropping Raz, and then they just came right across the river. Oh, looks like they have a Trey. Oh, Trey back making his entrance into the scene. Trey used to be a member of Existence and now subbing in, but it looks like Tribe was almost completely taken out. So it was just Memo left alive. Epic was also a previous member of Existence as well as Nico. So looks like most of these players have split up from, I mean, you see this all the time, right? In PUBG Mobile, you used to have old clans that they split up, and then all these teams players are on different teams. So it's just a ton of old teammates turned rivals in the game. So Shifen getting the knock on Chiwang. Speaking of old teammates turning into rivals, that is once more, again, Helping Quit Addiction, ATP were once one team that have split. So looks like ATP getting the better of their old clanmates, Helping Quit Addiction. So we have 13 teams left in this match so far. Alright, Atapaxia, I believe taking some shots. Looks like we have Micro knocked right now. Angry getting the knock. Angry did get that knock onto Micro and did get thirsted out by Beach. So it is just Tempest and it is just Juanma left alive. This was a team previously in B2W. So you see the same pattern happening over and over again. That these teams, you know, making teammates, making friends, making enemies all across their careers in PUBG Mobile. Looks like Tempest did see Juicy, did tag up Juicy just a little bit. Looks like Juanma did get knocked from 6-less, so Tempest has to be very careful here. He gave away all the information of where he is. He's cooking that nade. It might be a very good nade that has Juicy's name right on it, and unfortunately died before it could happen. So 6-less does get the Car 98 knock on to Tempest, but Tempest did get the knock onto Juicy. So at least he did a little bit of damage to Juicy. Juicy's gonna bleed out a little bit faster if he does get knocked later on in this match. Alright, J7 with that many 8 times popping shots off at helmet off, rotating off in the distance. Alright, Team Jovi. They have Tectate knocked right now. I believe they're going for this rotation on that long left side of shooting range. They went right past Omen Elite, and they did lose a couple of their teammates over in this direction here. So shooting range is it's a kind of a U-shaped hillside over. So you got the shooting range down the middle, and then a huge, you know, expansive hills all around it. So if the circle does end up there, you have people just spread out all over the hillside. Looks like Jovi's going to continue on, get as close to the coast as possible. The circle usually does tend to rotate back inland from the water, so they might have to be on the rotation later on in the match. Alright, Pittsburgh Knights, they haven't rotated far at all. They went from Gaka, they hold up in that compound just on the other side of the bridge to the east of Crates, and they've stayed here this entire time. Alright, now we have half of Pittsburgh Knights and ATP fighting each other. Bappa getting the knock on the Vigilante from Pittsburgh Knights. Like Jagger coming in to give a little bit of assistance, you know, throw those smokes, and Vigilante does get thirsted out. So Jagger throws a nade over there. He's gonna try to get out of there. He doesn't want to take a 1v4. And Jagger just gets tagged up, just down to about 5 HP. Can he get the slip to ATP? Looks like he's not out yet. And somehow was able to avoid all the shots from ATP and get away and try to find a safe spot too. Looks like his helmet was almost completely blown off. He's able to find somewhere to res up and get his health back up to 100%. All right, this circle's about to pop one more time. Let's see where it's gonna go. All right, circle does go over onto the very, very east side. You got Memo down in the middle of the circle. This actually might not be the very best spot for him because that is the very central compound there, and he has only one solo left alive, so you might have some teams knocking on his door trying to take that spot away from him. But you see these teams, as soon as the circle closes, they're all, literally every single team that is outside the circle right now except for Team Totality, they're already in their vehicles. They're already trying to rotate in. This is going to be a collision course on this western side of the circle. Looks like Nico rotating right past Team Totality. He's got to be careful. They might pop up and try to catch them off rotation and shoot right back at them. So we got Proplex and Tenza. Actually, right past the duos, Team Totality and Jovi, both of them, you know, only duos left alive, so I think they wanted to stay a little bit quiet there. They didn't want to call attention to themselves and have all these teams, you know, Cloud9 would immediately start focusing on them. And as I said that, there were some shots from Jovi over in the direction of Temple Storm, rotating over into the Severny area. Alright, ATP coming up right behind Space Station Gaming. Shifen does get knocked from King A with an M24. King A does get the finish on the Shifen. You know, I said this a couple of weeks ago. A lot of these teams, you know, they may prefer a DMR or a different gun over a bolt action sniper. That, you know, that all or nothing shot. But looks like King A is not afraid of it. Slicky does get the finish on the Memo. So looks like kind of exactly what I said before. So, you know, that center compound definitely wasn't the best spot for a solo to be in. He had squad on me, he had the unnamed right on top of him, trying to get that center compound. Alright, looks like Pittsburgh Knights coming in on the right side. A lot of these teams, you know, when the circle is not favorable for them to go directly in, you're gonna figure that these teams are gonna be very heavily congested in that area. You see them doing that counterclockwise or clockwise rotation right along the edge. They're trying to find a better way to get in the circle without, you know, driving through 4 different teams to get in. Alright, circle slowly coming in. Omen Elite still 4 up. They have 7 kills to their name so far. I believe that was all of Null and then another team that they were able to pick off some kills from. 8 DP now hold up in this pretty high up compound. Looks like they only have 3 after losing Shifen to, was it Space Station Gaming before? Looks like, as I said, that Carnage does get the knock on Abapa with that DP. So it looks like when he finished off the last member of Null, Carnage did take that DP away from him. And Zute rolling in on the buggy. Easy doesn't really get any, or doesn't get enough shots on him to knock him off the buggy initially, but does step outside and get the knock onto Zute when he was only about halfway health. Easy now. He's cooking a grenade. He knows Acer. He heard the shots. He just low tosses it right there. He does get Acer down to 1 HP. Did he know it? Unfortunately, he had no idea. He could have dropped right there and got the finish off of both of them. But looks like 8 DP instead knocked himself, didn't throw it outside. Oh, how the tables have turned. A simple mistake of making it only helmet off left alive in this fight. Zute and Acer all the way standing and all the way up to 75% health. Helmet was able to get Bop up, so he's gonna try to buy some time, give him some time to get the Met off. And the circle does close onto the right side, that eastern side of the map, giving Temple Storm team the unnamed C9 PK a very, very favorable circle going into the 5th phase. Alright, Helmet all boosted up. Bop on Helmet. The barrage of grenades coming down as Omen Elite is choking them out and completely surrounding them. They're unrelenting in it. So Baba does get knocked. Helmet off, the only one on top of the roof. They know he's up there. They're all rushing up. Can he get it? He does get the first knock on Zute and it goes for the third, but got the third party from Spacestation Gaming 6less off in the distance with that car 98, so that is GG's for ATP. But now Omen Elite, they have to rotate. They only have 30 seconds to get in the zone, as all the other teams already had a head up and are already heading on in there. You see with the M16 doing a drive-by, trying to shoot off at Team Totality to their right. Team Totality coming in from this up on this cliffs over here, coming all the way down onto the southern side. We have, oh my god, we have shots coming out from all different directions. Looks like Squad on Me and the Unnamed neighbors on the opposite sides of the street, and it is a complete bloodbath as Grimly and Slicky are both knocked, and looks like the Unnamed pushed in, but Epic did get the trade knocked on the Kwai, so they did lose one member there. So the Unnamed, we have Raven knocked and Bucky and Anya still on the other side of the street. So they pushed in by themselves, and it looks like they only had 2 push in onto Squad on Me and didn't really execute that the way you should have been, having a squad playing a 4-man to take out the team, take out Squad on Me. Alright, circle is closing once more. You'll see, going into the fifth phase, that's where you start losing about half the teams here. So we have 10 teams up right now. By the time the next circle closes, you're going to be down to somewhere around 5 or so teams left. I just one tap popping. He's got to be careful because 6less has been doing quite the amount of work with that car 98 this game so far. All right, this is in this stage of the match. This is where teams start to, you know, center, or you start taking or getting out of the center and going a little bit more edge. Looks like Acer did get knocked from Spacestation Gaming, and the circle hard shifted back right onto this compound with Squad on Me, Anya. So they got to be prepared. They're gonna be prepared for these teams hard crashing in, full sending onto this compound to take it away from them. Spacestation Gaming, they're just clearing out their backside, making sure nobody is over there where they are open. So they're trying to get those snakes, those solos that might encroach onto them. Savage Hearts, Night Owl, Gabby, Hot Juice, Marshy, very, very quiet so far. Expecting the knock on a Sam with that VSS that he always looks to have. Looks like Omen Elite came up a little bit too close to Team Totality, so they were able to thirst out one of their members. So right now, we only have Carnage and Acer left alive from Omen Elite, and they're not quite in the circle. There goes their one vehicle. This was their one lifeline to get into the circle, and there goes the vehicles. They're gonna smoke it up. They're gonna try and give themselves a little bit of cover as much as they can. And we have so we have Omen Elite, now a duo, Team Totality also duo right next to each other. It's like Nico crashing up onto the Unnamed, exactly what I said, and looks like the Unnamed was, oh my god, can I click on this? All right. If they die as I click on them, I can't click on them. All right, so it looks like what I predicted before, Team Totality crashed right up onto the compound that the Unnamed hold up in, and they did take that center compound, or close to center compound on the north side. GG's for Temple Storm. And across the street, looks like we have Squad on Me in a very bad spot because they have Temple Storm on one side. They only have 2 left alive, and Savage Heart making their way down the hill. And Jovi actually slumped in Chapito. Looks like they're gonna come crash this party as well, and they crashed right in on the backside of Savage Hearts. So this is a 4th party now slumped, getting the thirst off of a majority of Savage Hearts. Looks like the last one alive might be just Marshy. And Marshy does get finished off. So Savage Hearts, they crashed up on a Squad on Me and just had Joe V crash up right onto the backside of them. Let's see where the circle is going to end up now. And the circle hard shifts back onto the southeast side of the map. This is just hard shift after hard shift around this circle. So now we have Pittsburgh Knights and Spacestation Gaming in the closest fight now on the southern part of this new circle. And we're down to 7 teams left in this match. Actually, we have, oh my god, we have Omen Elite in between Spacestation Gaming and Pittsburgh Knights. They only had to do a very, very bad spot for them. They're going to get sandwiched right in between them. Looks like Epic did finish off Chapito. She got getting Acer, finishing the knock on the knock and the finish onto Acer. And Carnage did get finished out by Temple Storm. So Omen Elite, unfortunately, just wrong place at the wrong time. So they are out in 7th place. Now we are in the 6th phase, about to start on the 7th. And we have Pittsburgh Knights with 3. Let's do a body count. We got Pittsburgh Knights with 3, Spacestation Gaming with 4, Temple Storm with 4, and it looks like Squad on Me and may have just Jovi. It looks like Jovi just took out the rest of Squad on Me. Spec getting the knock on the 7. Alright, this is a 2v4 fight. Templestorm crashing up onto this back hillside. Spec immediately smoking out, giving some cover to the rest of his team. This is a repeat of the fight last game. So we have Pittsburgh Knights against Templestorm. They're rushing up. They know it's only 2 left alive from Pittsburgh Knights. Snaking in the grass. And they do find 7. There's just 1 left alive from Pittsburgh Knights. They may have found Jagger, and Spec does get knocked. Looks like Nico did get the flushes on some of the members of Pittsburgh Knights. So we just have Jagger left alive, soloing out. Templestorm not in the greatest spot. He goes for the thirst onto Nico. Templestorm suddenly caught in the same spot that Omen Elite was before. So we have Spacestation Gaming, Templestorm, and then Pittsburgh Knights. And C9 just on the other side of the circle, just watching this happen, watching the carnage roll out in front of them. And they're just going to wait till these teams are weak to come crash up and finish this fight, just like the last match. Alright, so we have Beach. Beach is the only one in Spacestation Gaming in the circle. It looks like the rest of them are a little bit behind, so they're going to try to find the opening to get in. C9 actually is not in the circle as well, so they're going to have to find some way to crash up in here. Alright, looks like C9, they're just getting picked apart right here. Looks like Jagger, he's going to rotate around onto the right side, find this little bit of hard cover by this vehicle. Unfortunately, is also not in the circle. Circle is about to close in 8 seconds. So we'll see what these teams are going to do. The only team actually really in is Templestorm. Looks like Rain did get knocked from Sixless's nade. So this is going to be the push from Spacestation Gaming. Chica did get the knock on the Beach. And it looks like Beach was finished off by Chica, at least confirming that kill. It's Templestorm at 6 kills right now, and they're going for those clutch revives right now. C9, while the distraction is ensuing, they're smoking it up. They're going to get that smoke train that they're known for to try to get into the circle. So right now, we have 2 members left up from Spacestation Gaming, 1 up from Pittsburgh Knights. He's just going to be meting it out in the open. There's no hope to get in the circle at this point, so he doesn't want to give those kills off to some other team that is within these circles. C9 just barely making it in. Looks like Purse says to get a knock on the Angry, so there's just Sixless left up once more. Sixless with that ghillie. Snake Boy living up to his name. So the only team in the circle right now is Team Templestorm. Alright guys, this is it. How many meds does Jagger have? Jagger is onto his last first aid. He's going to try to run in. Is he? I think he was going to try to run in, but then he may have seen another team over there, so he's going to try to confirm a kill, but does die 2 plays on. So at least going out like that, he didn't give a kill to a remaining team in the circle. Alright, Sixless doing what he does best. Sneaking up in the third party. Sneaky, sneaky. I think C9 may have seen him. C9 is getting shot from Templestorm. Sixless, ever the patient man. Oh, he does see uneven. He doesn't want to give his spot away, though. Oh, he sees him. He had his aim down on there, but he doesn't want to give his spot away to Templestorm. Looks like Uneven did get knocked. Alright guys, Templestorm with the most players up left alive right now. We got 3. You got Rain, you got Spec, you got Chica, you got 1 Snake up above. That is Sixless, and they do take out Percocet, so it is just 1 member left alive, and Templestorm does take it with the 3v1. Your biggest advantage at the end of a match is having the most players up left alive. So Templestorm gets the win with 9 kills. In second place goes to Spacestation Gaming with 6 kills. In third place is Cloud9 with 1. So 4th place we have Pittsburgh Knights. 5th is Jovi. 6th is Squad Ami. 7th is Omen Elite. 8th was Savage Hearts. 9th was Team Totality. 10th was The Unnamed. 11th was 8DP. 12th was Tribe. 13th was Avapaxia. 14th was Helping Quit Addiction. 15th was Team 9. And 16th was Null. Alright, so we're going to get this next match started. It's going to be TPP Miramar that we are heading right into. And then after that, we're going to have Sandhawk and then ending it with the wintry map, the Kendi. So I'll be right back after this.
My brain, and baby, you know it's obvious. I've been sucking for you. inside my brain, and baby, you know it's obvious. I'm a sucker for you. You say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you. Yeah, any road to take, you know that you'll find me. I'm a sucker for all the subliminal things no one knows about you, about you, about you. And you're making the typical me break my typical rules. It's you, I'm a sucker for you. Couple cars and stumbling out of bars. I follow you through the dark, can't get enough. You're the medicine and the pain, the tattoo inside my brain. And baby, you know it's obvious. I'm a sucker for you. You say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you. Yeah, any road to take, you know that you'll find me. I'm a sucker for all the subliminal things no one knows about you, about you, about you. And you're making the typical me break my typical rules. It's you, I'm a sucker for you. Yeah.
Don't be cautious, don't be kind. You committed, I'm your crime. Push my button anytime. You got your finger on that trigger, put your trigger fingers mine. Silver dollar, golden flame, dirty water, poison rain, perfect murder. Take your aim. I don't belong to anyone, but everybody knows my name. By the way,
Okay, let me update. I don't have them in my VC yet, but
'cause all you say
so match 2 winners was Teample Storm. Okay, let me get my device in. Hold on.
Why so sad when you can't have mine? Call me callous, call me cold. You're italic, I'm in bold. Call me cocky, watch your tone. You better love me, 'cause you're just a clown. By the way, you've been uninvited, 'cause all you say
Okay, so
are all the same things I
I'm gonna yell at my boys. I'm like spamming them. Hello? You have to turn your mic on. Chi! Hello? Oh my god. I can literally see you in my VC, but nothing's coming out, Chica. You might have to go to settings and adjust your like audio or something. So disappointed. So as we go through some technical difficulties, what are you guys saying in chat? Sixless the Pro. Sixless the Pro Dean every hit marker being montage? Okay, Slump. Slump naded himself accidentally and killed Epic and survived? What? Wait, you naded yourself but you didn't die? I didn't get it. I'm sorry. Oh, like I didn't find it. I didn't see it. Hello? There's something wrong with your device, Chica. He just like called me on Discord. Chi. Here. Rip. Chica. Alright. Interview myself for Temple Storm? Chi! I'm gonna kill you, Chi. They send Chi and his mic's not working. Whatevs. Alright. Well, we'll pretend I interviewed them. Hello? Oh my god. Worst interview ever. Worst experience ever. Anyway. I got duped on by my own team. I cry. Okay, so the third match is going to be TBP Miramar. I feel like an actually good song. Sure. Chat's so cute. Unanswered. I cry. I cry every time. Oh my god! The mic is working now?
Oh my god.
Freaking A. I thought I got like stood
I don't know.
up.
I had to reset my whole thing.
I thought I got like
brother.
stood up. Dude.
Yeah.
So Nico
It's
said you're
working.
very talkative today.
Yeah, I was about like 20 feet away from him at all times, you know. Just doing my thing, bruh.
Just doing your thing.
Yeah, just doing my
Wait. Okay, so did you do your thing like that little clip that I made, like meme clip I made on on Twitter? So if you guys didn't watch it, here, I'll show it right now.
No, I didn't do that. I did not.
I'll show
do
it.
that.
Hold on. Let me show it.
Oh my god, you're really gonna embarrass me?
What do you mean embarrass you? I don't
That's
embarrass you.
embarrassing.
What do you mean?
That wasn't supposed to be posted, Monica.
Where did I save it? I think I saved it here. There. Alright, so...
Figure. Ha.
Audio isn't working. Here, let me find it on Twitter.
Oh my
So I can show you guys. So,
I'm
basically,
sick,
if you
dude.
didn't know, this is what cheese comms sound like during a match. So, let me find it. Hold on.
I'm gonna post something I said when we won that game. My end comms are OP, brothers.
Oh my god. Is this something toxic? Please don't be
No,
toxic.
no, I'm never toxic, Monica.
You're literally always
Jeez.
toxic. Okay,
I'm
so
done.
this is it. You guys ready for this?
Yeah. Oh my god.
So Nico posts this in our group chat and says, at Chi, when there's nothing going on in the middle of the game, this is Chi's calm. There's this cat making like an obscene amount of noise. and then just listen to, and then this next part is a clip of Chi in game.
I can hear it. I can hear it.
Like what were you even saying?
I was trying to talk Puerto Rican. You know.
That's Puerto Rican?
Yeah, that's how they speak.
Mm-hmm.
They be like, papi, este. They be like that.
Oh my god. Alright, okay, so I'm gonna show the total scores right now. Where do you think Temple Storm is at?
I think we're first.
You think you're first?
Yes. Oh wait, C9 had a lot of kills. They had 12 to our 6 first game.
Let's show 'em.
Yeah,
Let's
I
show
think
'em.
we're still first though, cause C9. Oh wait, I don't know. I think we're second or first.
Come on, final answer. Are you first or are you second?
First.
You're first?
Yes.
All right. First place, we have Temple Storm with
I already know.
49 kills. Cloud9 is in second place at 43 points. And then third place is Pittsburgh Knights with 30 points.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's go.
There you go. There you are.
Yeah.
So, okay, are you in the game? Where is Nico?
Nico is I don't know what he up to, bro.
I'm missing Nico. Get in the room. What are you doing? Okay, we're missing
Get
one
in
from.
the
We're just
room.
missing one from Null, and we're missing Nico. What?
Yes, and
What
he's
do you
always
mean?
here.
It's literally. Okay. All right. Good luck on the. Yeah, I didn't even talk about the game at all. I was just like.
Yeah, well, you've seen what happened. We won. There's nothing.
Every time, like I interview you guys, it just ends up being like a team meeting. We just have to like, whatever.
Yeah, why do they send me all the time to do interviews? I don't even like doing interviews.
They even more don't like to do interviews. Like they don't talk.
What? I talk about.
Spec doesn't talk. Nico doesn't talk. Rain apparently doesn't talk.
Rain should be the one to be doing interviews, not me.
It should be Nico, but he's like.
Or Kraken or something.
He's like shy.
Yes, because Kraken. I mean, Nico does all the. He knows what he's talking about, bro.
Nico knows what he's talking about.
He's the one that makes the decisions, so he should be,
Nico is the most
here.
Articulated one on the team, yet
Yes.
he doesn't like to do interviews. Okay,
Yes.
we need to start this game. Okay, we need to start this match.
Okay,
Get out of here.
okay.
Bye. Okay, we're gonna start this next one. Let's see. Is it 10 minutes up? I think the 10 minutes are up. All right, so. Yeah, 10 minutes are up, so we're gonna get started. Oops, that's not the right one. Oopsie. Looks like my alt doesn't have the. Oh my god, are you serious? Are you for real? Okay. Oopsie, my alt doesn't have it. Whatever. So we are going to go to my iPad, and we're gonna do this one on my iPad while this one downloads all the. Oh my god, why? Okay, my emulator on my alt needs to download the map. RIP. Why does it always do this? Okay, so we're gonna do this next time on my iPad. It's all G's, guys. It's all G's. I can find my audio jack. There you are. Okay. All right. You guys are like, did she show scores? Nope. I said PK last place because Ice is asking. I said I'm a bully. Alright, getting into the third match of the night. It is going to be Miramar third person perspective. So we are dropping right over El Pozo. I think I saw Savage Hearts go here previously. And then it's going to go cutting right through Hacienda and go all the way over Azahar. Zana, thank you for the 200 bits. Thank you for the 200 bits. Thank you guys. Alright, so going right over Hacienda, going all over the Azahar. So you're gonna have players like Spacestation game. They usually go to Puerto Priest, so they're gonna have to go pretty far. Thank you for the another. Oh my God, 400 bits. Thank you. Okay, so oh my God, you're going crazy, dude. You're gonna get the purple checkmark soon. Bit hype. Thank you for the bits. Okay, focusing back on here. So we have. Oh, actually, we're gonna have a ton of people. Oh my God. Thank you for the bits. You guys are fire. Alright, we have the Unnamed. Looks like the Unnamed had 4 starting out. So we have Bucky, Quiet, Anya, and Raven. You guys. So the Unnamed dropping the same spot as Avapaxia. Looks like Null is landing kind of split up over the crater fields, so not a whole lot of to loot, just like a little bit of small compounds or by kind of water towns and stuff. But let's see, we have ATP pretty close to Helping Quit Addiction. So again, you know, same thing as before. We had that fight between ATP and Helping Quit Addiction. Helping Quit Addiction did come out on top, so let's see if ATP is going to be able to redeem themselves here. Looks like first split of the match looks like we have Tribe versus Team Totality. So we got 2 knocks onto Tribe right now. We got Royce and Trey are both down. Team Totality is going for the push right now. So Memo outside. They don't have anything outside. I spent the money to get that red Chinese lion outfit. So Trey to get thirsted out. So Monte Nuevo will definitely be hot. Lots of blood spilt here. So Outsider and Memo, they're going to just back up off of here, trying to get as much loot as they can, and then trying to regroup and find themselves somewhere else. The circle did close onto the southern side of the map. Looks like we have 7 up on the hills over at Picado. We have Spec over in a little bit next to kind of arena area, and then we have the rest of Pittsburgh Knights hold up into arena. Okay, we got Rain tagged up just a little bit. He does get the first 8 off. He's able to get all the way up to 75% of the way help. You see this fight time and time again every single week, so we see who is going to land up on top. Looks like 7 is running away, trying to find some different loot, and may have to come back after he does get a gun, get anything. Right now he doesn't have anything to his name right now, only that little bodysuit, little swimsuit right now. All right, going up to La Coberia, we have the Unnamed and Avapaxia still engaging back and forth. And looks like they're sharing, they're coexisting right now. So we have Avapaxia. They keep meandering over to further and further more to the east side of the city, and it looks like the Unnamed is right on their tails trying to find them. Let's talk about onto Sam. Sam in the turtle outfit that you have to get from. Was it you play like zombie mode enough times you get the turtle outfit? It's like 7, he grabbed a car, or grabbed a bike, and he might be coming around. Looks like King A does get the knock onto Memo now. So, oh no, that means that Tribe went from Monte Nuevo. He's at least gonna thirst King A and get that kill for him. So they went all the way from Monte Nuevo, they escaped from Team Totality, headed all the way down to Chumacera, and landed right in the laps of Omen Elite. So outside, he quickly gets the revive onto his IGL, but he knows the rest of Omen Elite is right on his tail. So they have Wi-Fi and Carnage off in the distance. Looks like SSG Beach to get knocked out of a car. So, yeah, Spacestation Gaming, they probably landed a little bit south of Al Azahar, and they grabbed the vehicles going all the way down to Puerto Paris, so their normal drop spot. Looks like Los Leones, the biggest city on the map, is completely unlooted. Alright, we still had a stalemate in Picado. Looks like the Unnamed Anya does get the knock, does get the initial first knock onto Avapaxia. Looks like the one member from Avapaxia. Oh, that is the second knock onto Avapaxia. So there's only 2 members left alive. They were a little bit split up, so we only have Micro off in the distance, spraying down at the Unnamed. Does get the knock on the Anya and Kwai. So it is a 2v2 right now. Unfortunately for Avapaxia, looks like the Unnamed is a little bit closer to their teammates, so they're probably going to get the reses up on their teammates, get the numbers back a little bit more in their favor. What just happened? Baka with the 1,000 bits. Baka is currently verified in my chat with the purple check mark. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Alright, so we have the Unnamed getting their reses up on their teammates. So they are now at a 2v3. Kwai still knocked. Still trying to back up and find a good spot that he is safe at to get res on, and they are able to find it. So Avapaxia now looks like Juanma and Killer are just gonna go down. Omen Elite now does take out the rest of Tribe. So that is it for Tribe. The first team out, they do get that 1 placement point. I believe they got that 1 kill onto one of the members of Omen Elite, so they're gonna go out of this match with 2 points. I see some shots from Squad on Me Slicky over at, looks like ATP. So ATP landed in San Martin with Helping Quit Addiction, and then they rotated away out of there and kind of went right past Squad on Me. C9 going back into the roots to El Pozo. They, you know, normally you see them dropping into Los Leones, but again, the playing path hasn't been very favorable for them. So they are going to be in El Pozo in Miramar. We got Tempest, and Tempest raining down shaft. The Scar L over at down at the Unnamed. Oh. Tempest very low HP, doesn't have any certain meds. All he can do is just pre-fire over the top of this hill trying to find the Unnamed. He does push up on, oh, I don't know if he's gonna get punished for this, for being in third-person perspective. He does see Raven. He's spraying over at him, doesn't quite land any shots on a Raven, and as he was switching to a different gun, does get knocked. So Micro, he's just gonna dip out of here, at least get his team a little bit of placement, kind of snake it away, playing it super passive into the final stages of the game if he can make it. Looks like Squad on Me and ATP now, they're shooting off at each other. So Squad on Me, Grimly, we got Epic subbing in, Slicky, and Cynic. Looks like Pittsburgh Knights did leave Picado first. Uh-oh. Helping Quit Addiction, Squad on Me right on a collision course, right onto each other. Oh! Chiwan gets out, and Cynic, and they do get the knock onto Chiwan. They get the knock onto Landland, so it's just Shaldu and Cross left alive. They park a little bit further off, right on the other side of the street from this fight, so they're going to try to give some support to the rest of their team. They're throwing the smokes. They're trying to give them the visual cover so they can get thirsted out. They blow up that car. They blow up the car so Squad on Me can't, giving Helping Quit Addiction a little bit more cover for the rest of their teammates so they don't get blown up right next to it. Again, smoke's coming. Oh, you see that grenade shell. Dudes found that, saw that nade. Does get tagged down just a little bit, about 25% of the way down. Squad on Me, they're spreading out. They're doing what they do best, and they spread out and they choke out a team. Grimly coming around with the off angle, the backside, not giving Helping Quit Addiction any sort of cover in this fight. You know, the person that is, looks like Epic does get a knock on across. The person that does take that off angle, they need to have very high survivability. They can't just go off by themselves and then get finished off because they couldn't handle it. So it looks like Helping Quit Addiction was able to get finished off by Squad on Me. So that is the second team out of our Miramar match so far. So they're going to go out with a couple weapons placement and I don't believe any points for kills. Looks like Juicy died? Juicy and Beach died to nobody? Wait, what just happened? Literally nobody on the southern half of the circle. Alright, Team 9 a little bit split up over this crater, over La Bandita? Did I pronounce that wrong? And the circle's about to close one more time. So we saw Savage Hearts, and you have the Unnamed. The Unnamed usually always playing it pretty edge, like out in the blue for the first couple circles before they come on in. Baka, thank you for the 100 bits. Currently, our leader is Kinski's at 1,201. We have Baka at 1,200, and we have Nikki at 1,010. And Baka just cheered. Oh, she cheered 200 bits just now. Zanya taking my spot. Okay, so now we just have 6, assuming we just have Angry left alive from Spacestation Gaming. Morb, thanks for the 100 bits. That's okay, Morb. Okay, I'm gonna stop paying attention to chat. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, so now Squad on Me and C9 coming down all the way from El Pozo onto the hillside, just to the southeast of San Martin. And looks like Pryor laying prone, trying to reduce his recoil as much as possible, raining down shots at Squad on Me after they had just taken out ATP. I think equally so. So we have Jovi and we have C9 both up in very high advantageous spots on the map, looking down at Squad on Me right in between and sandwiching them in between. saw this in the first match, and you see it again. These teams, whenever they see a vehicle like this, Caitlyn being very pesky and doing a ton of damage with that SLR to the cars of Squad on Me. So basically, Squad on Me is not going to have a vehicle to rotate into the later parts of the game. They're probably going to be killed off rotation if you don't have a vehicle. You're going to have a very bad time if you don't have a vehicle and if you don't have a long distance weapon in Miramar. All right, the zone just centering a little bit more. And these teams have 1 minute to get in. So these teams, they you know, they're kind of different strats here that you see. So you see team totality. I guess in the last match they weren't able to usually take that center compound that they usually take because of they only had 2 left alive, right? It was just Tensa. It was just, I believe it was just Proplex left alive. Looks like Epic. Old teammates turned rivals once again. So Epic getting the knock onto, I believe that was Uneven before. That Uneven, they used to be on Supernova, or were they on Supernova again? No. But Epic used to sub in for the team, so getting the knock on him. And Uneven does get rezzed up from his team, but he's going to bleed out a little bit faster the next time he does get knocked. Alright, blowing up the cars. So we have Jovi, you saw Caitlyn blowing up the cars of Squad on Me, and then now C9 blowing up more cars from Squad on Me. So Squad on Me just getting shot from all the different directions right now. And it looks like C9, I think they're gonna just park their cars a little bit better. They don't want the shots coming back from Squad on Me to blow up their vehicles. Alright, the Unnamed, looks like they came into the circle. We have Savage Hearts on the upper hillside from Omen Elite. Remember, Omen Elite did lose one earlier on King A to, I believe it was Tribe. Now Uneven getting the knock. They got the knock. I think that was the entry knock that they needed to. Looks like Marshy got the knock onto Wi-Fi. So Omen Elite down to 2 members left, and Hachi just get the thirst onto Wi-Fi. And even now getting the knock on a Slicky. Oh, Squad on Me, not in the best of spots. Pyra knocking himself out of the vehicle a little bit too quickly. Got out of the car to try to take this fight. So Percocet is gonna have to get the res up onto Pyra now. And Jovi up on the hillside, a little bit further into the circle, watching this all unfold. Alright, we got Angry, and Angry getting the knock on Mino, your MVP from the first match. Angry and Six a little bit split up here, increasing their chance of survival as much as possible. Looks like Jovi was able to get a knock onto Pyra. And ATP, Bappa was able to get that. Ooh, it looks like ATP and Team 9 up on the top of the crater here. Exchanging knocks back and forth as Angry in the distance is being a pesky third party and doing some damage to both teams. Alright, the circle is going to close very, very shortly. Let's take a look at Jovi. So Caitlyn, SLR with it 8 times. She's got an M4 with it 6 times. She's all about long distance this game. Looks like Beowulf was able to get the knock onto Grimly now. So they lost Slicky, one of their best players on their team. So we just have Epic and we just have Cynic left standing. Grimly down, but not out yet. And the circle does close right onto Losely always giving basically only Spacestation Gaming in the circle right now. Alright, Grimly to get thirsted out by Chapito with that M24. Epic! Oh, Epic does get the knock on the Uneven. Cynic is getting tagged up from the hillside from Jovi, so he's gonna crawl a little bit closer into the smoke, trying to give himself as much cover as possible. Yep, Squad on Me in a very, actually C9 not in the best of positions as well, with just Jovi raining down shots. Caitlyn trying to get some revenge onto C9 from a couple weeks ago when Beowulf hit her with a 5-pump shotty and thirsted her right away. So she's being thrown in the side to C9 now. Uh-oh. Percocet, Percocet, I think she was trying to save his car from Jovi up on the hill, but then forgot about Epic with that left side angle. So Epic was able to get the knock onto Percocet and blow up his car. So they're basically trapping C9 in this position right now. Beowulf getting the knock on a Cynic now and does go for the third. So does just Epic left out. He sees Caitlyn and is raining shots onto Caitlyn and does get the knock onto Caitlyn. So Caitlyn, her pesky third-partying days are over until the rest of her team can come up and get the res up onto her. All right, you see these other teams. They're going in for the rotation. Temple Storm coming in for the counterclockwise rotation onto the south side of Los Leones. Pittsburgh Knights, they're already there. They've been following each other. They've been stalking each other all the way from Picado. And a Pyro does go down. Oh, it looks like the Unnamed coming out. This is like the fourth party now. So we had Squad on Me and C9 fighting each other. They had Jovi third partying. And then, oh, there goes C9. So C9 being punished for pushing down from the mountain and going in out in the open, trying to get Squad on Me, and then the Unnamed came on the backside and did take them out. So we are currently at Epic, last one alive for Squad on Me. We have an entire team of the Unnamed right on over on the other side of the hill with the zone coming in. This zone is boosted up to 1.2 times shrinkage to give as much of a simulation of PMCO as possible. But looks like the Unnamed doing what they do best, out in the open, or out in the blue, and they're rotating in. Epic did get that car smoking, but didn't quite get it blown up. Alright, Team Totality shooting at Jovi, rotating right on past them. Looks like Kwai was able to get Epic, so that is it for Squad. I mean, Clue does get the knock onto HH24 as they were rotating right on past. Sorry, not rotating past, but was taking shots over there and does get the knock onto HH24. Alright, Temple Storm, we had two go up ahead. You had Nico and Spec scout out, trying to get a good spot or a good way to get into Los Leones. You know, you never know when you're going down the street in Los Leones how many different teams are holed up in the city. And the circle does close onto that western part of the circle, giving the northern part of Los Leones and the upper hills on the north side all fair play in this going into the 5th phase. Looks like Zute, last one alive for Omenly. He's gonna, again, whenever you see solos or duos kind of left alive going into the final stages of the game, they're gonna stay pretty quiet, play a little bit passively. They don't want to call any, unnecessary attention onto themselves. And they're gonna just kind of go for placement from there because more than likely they're taking a 1v4 fight. It's not gonna end well. Alright, Zoo crashing in, doing a very good parking job and getting into this circle, probably giving away a lot of information to the team surrounding him of, this vehicle is crashed up on here, like this player might be in this particular building. It's like ATP just on the north side of half of Temple Storm, the other half Rain and Chica just on the just still not quite in the circle yet. Savage Hearts also coming in. They got those couple kills on Omen Elite, and they're gonna have at least 2 points in this match just from kills. Oh, here comes Spacestation Gaming just down the middle of the street. You got Angry and you got Sixless coming in hot and heavy, and he just crashed into the cement, trying to find a good place to call home within this circle. Sixless stopping just a little bit behind him. Actually, not stopping behind. He got knocked. Sixless got knocked, and Angry, I don't know if he's going to be able to save him. PK, lot of circle control right now as Team Totality was trying to rotate in. They do find H. H that got knocked before, and they did get the re-knock on H, and then getting flushed out. Our Team Jovi. Jovi is going to have quite a lot of damage from their fight earlier with C9 and Squad on Me, but only have 1 kill so far to their name. Nico getting the knock onto Easy. Uh-oh, Easy and Chief are both knocked and go down to, I believe that was Nico, wherever he is. Oh, yep, Nico across the street. Alright, that's going to leave ATP. ATP have played 2-man up for quite a few matches now. Okay, the circle is about to close one more time. The Unnamed, they're slowly coming in. As soon as the circle closes, the blue is going to do more and more damage to them. The circle does close just kind of on that northern part of Los Leones. This is going to end up to be a very long match. Whenever the circles end on a city like this, there's so many different corners, so many different buildings for teams to hide in that usually these teams are going to last for a very, very long time. Zute, he does hear Angry and Sixless. So Sixless was able to get res by Angry, actually, but Zute, he tried to find a good hiding spot, but he sees Sixless. If Sixless is aware. He might just come in and walk right onto Zute, and Zute might go for the knock and the flush right away. He doesn't want to give any unnecessary information away. Looks like Sam did blow up Chapito. Alright, here comes Team Totality. Oh, Tensa getting knocked, and Sam up on the rooftops, and Tensa giving that information back to his team. You know, they're, you know, Spacestation, or, Pittsburgh Knights is right on top of this building. Don't rotate too close to here. Ignite with a very optimistic M24 trying to knock Raven out of the car. Doesn't quite get it. Raven does leave unscathed. Alright, Vigilante now. Pittsburgh Knights in a very dominant position overlooking the entirety north of Los Leones. Vigilante, Sam, Seven, and Jagger still all up from Pittsburgh Knights. We have Team 9. They lost me one before. But we still have Decipher, Clue, and Kebo. Alright, last one alive from ATP is Helmet Off. You gotta be careful with these solos. You know, it's kind of a do or die flight or flight situation. So if you get knocked from a solo, then you're most likely gonna go for a flush. What is this? What is this glitch right now? Where is Helmet Off? I think his body's gone, but I think he's like camping on the outside of the staircase. Alright, the zone is coming in. We're leaving Team 9 out in the open. You only have Clue right below Null, or right next to Null. He sees them, but he's gonna wait for the rest of his team to catch up to him before he takes any shots. The zone closes right on top of Omen Elite and Spacestation Gaming, and Savage Heart's actually in the circle as well. Playzone does take out Decipher, and I believe Helmet Off was taken out by Temple Storm. Pittsburgh Knight just coming in a little bit further south, trying to get in the circle once more. Alright, Null from Fears does get knocked, so Null, it is just Stevo and it is just Fishy left up and fighting against Team 9. Team 9, it is just Clue standing up, and he does see him! Oh, he does get Stevo very, very low. Both of them just potatoing shots left and right, trying to get each other. This is a game of cat and mouse, as both of them are trying to shoot at each other. Stevo basically just buying time for the rest of his team to come and give him a little bit of support. Oh, Fishy did get the res on the Fierce, so now it's back to a 3v1 situation. Uh-oh. And there it is, getting 3 man on him. At least he got 1 knock, and I think Molly took out somebody else, but Null very, very closely almost lost that fight. And the circle is closing now, putting them in a very bad spot as they're getting shot by the teams already in circle. And there it is. That was it for Null, taking that unnecessary fight outside of zone. Let's hop back on. We see Marshy. We got Savage Heart with 3 kills to their name so far, making it into the top 7. Looks like Pittsburgh Knights is just taking players out left and right. Oh, they're outside of zone. Jagger getting, you can see how much damage this zone is doing this late stage in the game. We are onto the 6th phase and onto the 7th. So Pittsburgh Knights, they have 7 kills to their name so far. The zone closes onto the very north part of the circle again, so it's gonna give a lot of these teams on the southern side, like Temple Storm and Team 19 Savage Hearts, they're gonna you know, have a bad time trying to get into this circle. Pittsburgh Knights, they're looking to gatekeep. They're looking to take as many names with them as possible. Alright, they had Chica and Spec crash up before. Rain and Nico behind them, trying to give them a little bit of cover. Rain gets a knock on the 6s. This could be the opening to cross across the road to get into the circle. Nico, he's on the run. They do get in. Angry is going for the immediate revive onto 6less, and they do crash up into the building with them. Zute, ever quiet as a mouse, hasn't moved a single muscle this entire time. Looks like Rain did get the finish onto 6less with that grenade, and they did take out, or actually that grenade took out 6less and Angry. Zute does get taken out by Chica, so Temple Storm flushing out this entire building, taking out 2 teams that are within it. Pittsburgh Knights, Temple Storm, and Savage Hearts are the last 3 teams within the circle. It is only Savage Hearts that needs to get in now. I think Pittsburgh Knights, they're going to take the time. They're going to res up their team member that did get knocked. I believe that was Sam. And they're going to take the time to get their health all the way back up. And the play zone actually did take out 2 members of Savage Hearts. So it is just Night Owl and it is just Gabby left alive. Actually, now it is just... Actually, Savage Hearts was just taken out. So it is between Pittsburgh Knights and it is between Temple Storm right now. And Pittsburgh Knights definitely does have the advantage being in the circle already. Nico spraying in the bushes. He's covering all his bases. Alright, Pittsburgh Knights, they're going to have to hold it down as Temple Storm makes it away this open field to try to get in the circle. This is where all the utilities come out, all the smokes, all the grenades, everything to get in. Spectres come into the cement, this final circle, the battle of the cement buildings. 6-7 getting the right off angle. Vigilante going for the left. It is... And Jagger off in the background. Alright, Temple Storm off. Oh, they're pushing up in. Nico gets into the building. He's trying to flush out these teams here. He's going to cross all the corners, trying to find out where Pittsburgh Knights is. Playzone does get the knock onto Chica. Nico does spot one of the members of Pittsburgh Knights. Spec coming in right behind him. Do they know that Sam is right above them? They hear the footsteps. This is absolute chaos right now. And Rain does get knocked from Vigilante. Vigilante taking up so low. It is just Spec and it's just Nico left standing up. And Vigilante gets hit the knock and it's just Spec up. Like getting up onto the roof. Oh, he's got Flory. He does get the knock onto Sam. 7 with the level 3 armor. Oh, he's running for his life. He does get behind. 1 nade, and this could be it. He's going for the med off. He's trying to get his health as much as possible, give him as much of an advantage in this 1v4 fight. Actually, 1v3 right now, because Sam is still knocked. Spec does get taken out by Pittsburgh Knights. So these two teams stalking each other all the way from Picado. Pittsburgh Knights does get the win with 11 kills. Temple Storm in a close second with 9 kills. And third place goes to Savage Hearts with 3. So from there we have 4th with Omen Elite, 5th was Spacestation Gaming, 6th was Jovi, 7th was Team Totality, 8th was The Unnamed, 9th was Null, 10th was Team 9, 11th ATP, 12th Avapaxia, 13th Squademy, 14th C9, 15th was Helping Quit Addiction, and 16th goes to Tribe. Alright, so we are going to get our 4th out of 5 matches. I can't speak English today. Up and running, so this is going to go right into TBP Sandhawk. I'll be right back. Oh, that's not it. Intermission.
Boys hopping out copes. This shit way too big. When we pull up, give me the low. Was off the rim, had a papoose. Had to hit my old town to duck the news. That's what we did. 2-4-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4 a.m. and I'm back up popping with the crew. I just landed in. Shakespeare mixed this pop like Jumbo Joe's. Different kind of chains. Think my jeweler really selling froze. And they choking, man. Know these crackers wish it wasn't news. Skip forward, now she's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did have his hand 13 hours till I let have me out like a lie. Step through the flight, not for the night. 767, man, this shit got double bedroom, man. I still got scars to settle, man. shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest. And you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you. I think that you should get some rest. I knew I loved you then, but you never know. 'Cause I played it cool when I was scared of letting go. I know I needed you, but I'm never sure. I wanna stay with you until we're growing old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. I'll wake you up with some breakfast in bed. I'll bring you coffee with a kiss on your head. I'll take the kids to school, wave them goodbye. I'll thank my lucky stars for that night. When you looked over your shoulder, for a minute I forget that I'm older. I wanna dance with you right now. Oh, and you look as beautiful as ever. And I swear that every day you'll get better. You make me feel this way somehow. I'm so in love with you. I hope you know, darling, your love is more than worth its weight in gold. We've come so far, my dear. Look how we've grown. I wanna stay with you until we're great old. Just say you won't let go.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Just
Yeah.
Oh, I was I wasn't talking. I was like,
I wanna live with you.
so you guys
Yes.
had zone like you guys had zone from like you guys went to from Mikado to like north Los Leones, right? And then you're pretty much in Los Leones for the rest of it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is correct.
What were some of the comms like at the end there?
We were like, watch the back. Okay, we got the back clear. Now there's people to our right. Let's try to clear the right side first. After we clear the right side, we're like, okay, so the last team's in front of us. All we have to do is get decent
did you know it
spread.
was Tempo?
And yeah, I saw the kill feed. I was like, guys, it's Temple. So
Brought the fight from Picado all the way to Los Leones. Yeah.
small world.
Small world, small map. So you guys were you guys both fighting against Savage Hearts, or did they kind of just play zone kind of took them out and then you guys took them out?
Yeah, it was a bit of both.
Yeah. Okay. So I have let me check if I have the updated scores yet. Where do you think you guys are at? Score-wise, where do you think you're at?
Score-wise,
Yeah.
I would think maybe 4th, 5th. We didn't do particularly good in the first 2 matches.
Let's I'm gonna show it on screen so everyone can see it. So we have if it'll load. Taking forever to load. Hold on. Come on. Whatever. Okay. I put like a browser source instead of a like window capture, and it always takes a longer time to have the like browser source load up. All right, there we go. So we have looks like it is, so it's Temple Storm in first place with 72, and then Pittsburgh Knights is in second place with 61 points. I think because like Cloud9 was like in second, I think, but then because they went out so early that match, so then you guys definitely jumped up over them.
That's good.
So you guys are in second place with 61 points, and then Cloud9 is third place with 46 points.
Okay.
That's where we're at right now. Oh, cool. So going into Sandhawk, you guys usually draw kind of like east of Paradise Resorts, right?
Yeah, relatively. We kind of
Relatively.
sometimes we clash with Jovi, but other than that, it's nice and clear, for the most part.
I think you guys, yeah, last week you guys had a fight in like Cal between you and Jovi, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just trying to remember. Like I don't know like the drop spots and everything or the rotations as well from like after Arengel, so all the other ones like especially Bikini, I'm like I don't really know where anybody drops in Bikini. Cool. Well, awesome job that last match, and I see you're already in the room, so I'm just gonna let you go, and maybe I'll see you later on in the night.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Bye. So that was Jagger from Pittsburgh Knights, your winners from the Miramar game. As you can see, these are the... Sorry, it looks a little gross right now. The browser didn't load in. Okay, let me go full screen with this. Alright, that look a little bit better. There we go. That's some music for you guys. Alright, we are currently at 54, so we're waiting for like 1 or 2 more teams to get in the match. Oh my god. Oh, shout out to Dawn, Miss Serena, who is doing the scores for us tonight. Alright, now I have it fixed. Alright. So there you guys go, your updated scores. Sing, thank you for the sub, I just saw that. You guys are having a friggin' bit war fight during the match. Thank you so much for the bits, guys. You guys are crazy. Okay, so let's see how many left to get in. Looks like we're missing 1 from PK, 1 from the unnamed, and 1 from Null, and everybody else is in. And we just had 1 come in from the unnamed. Okay. I did download my maps on my emulator that I didn't have during the Miramar ones, so that's why I was on my iPad. I did download them in the meantime.
I just wish you could feel what you say. Show never tell, but I know it's a will. Got a move that you wish you could say.
Okay, we're waiting for 1 on Null. Got 1 minute to get in. Sorry guys, I had a headache all day, so I'm trying to like bear through the headache right now. It's gotten kind of worse. Alright, it is officially time to start. Oh my god. Ha! It wasn't me this time. It wasn't me this time. One of the members from Avapaxia doesn't have a map. Where did we lose? Alright. Starting the match. It wasn't me without the map this time. It was one of the members of Avapaxia. But we are flying straight into Vikindi. Vikindi. Jagger Q. Jagger sounds like Jagger. WTF says data. So into Vikindi, smallest map in PUBG Mobile, so pretty much any spot on the map, no matter where the plane path really goes, you can pretty much get to. Thank God Spec changed his outfit. He was wearing this like chicken outfit that like you could see from afar, like anywhere. What do I have 9+ notifications on Discord? What is this? Okay. 2 more matches and then I'm gonna go to sleep because I have an omega headache. Okay. So, hopping right into the Sanhok match. It is going on the south side of the Northwest Island. So we're going to have people going Camp Alpha. It's going to go straight through Panai, where usually Team Totality. I've seen Tribe go there before. And then Boot Camp, usually I see Omen Elite kind of go over there. But it's going to head all the way down to Over Cave, all the way over to Kampong area. So let's see where these teams are gonna. All these teams, they can long jump all the way over to their usual drop spots. So we'll see where these teams are gonna go. All right, right away I'm looking right on Boot Camp. And we have, it looks like Squad on Me, Omen Elite, and potentially Spacestation. Oh, it looks like Spacestation Gaming just stopped just short of it. So it's going to be Omen Elite and Squad on Me right on top of each other. All right, so we have, it looks like, oh, my green screen is so doo-doo today. Okay, so we actually, looks like Squad on Me, Omen Elite. They're they're playing it like a classic, dropping in a boot camp, looting up as much as possible before they engage onto each other. And actually taking a look onto the circle, we actually have the circle closing out just pretty much central. It's kind of a little bit shifted onto the north side. Some of these seem to drop kind of more further south, like Team 9, some members of Omen Elite. Oh, it looks like Carnage. Looks like Carnage may have missed the drop or lagged out. He's on the bottom, or he's on the end of the plane path. I did see Savage Hearts and C9, they usually drop together in Paradise Resort. So we have Hot Jukes and Marshy still left standing from Savage Hearts. Oh, Hot Jukes shooting over at Beowulf. And that was the quick wipe from C9 onto Savage Hearts, giving Cloud9 4 kills right away. And the only casualty there was a knock onto Uneven. Alright, just taking a look at where the rest of this action might happen. Looks like Team Jovi, instead of landing up on the north side, as Jagger pointed out from Pittsburgh Knights, you know, before we have them landing on the north side of the island, landing and coming over towards Cow, where they didn't engage with them last week. It looks like Jovi is now instead landing kind of towards Ruins, kind of on the west side of Ruins over by Tambang. Looks like Salty is just gonna boost up, kind of meta up, try to get as much as 100% health as possible. Doesn't want to put himself at a disadvantage of taking a fight while he's at 75% health, while his opponent is at 100. He's laying prone. He's using that third-person perspective speaking, trying to gather that information about his enemy on top of the hillside. And he's giving the calls back to the rest of the team. He's got that VSS, the quiet gun, and trying to you know, you don't get those hit markers on the map when you're shooting with the VSS, so he's trying to, you know, keep himself as incognito as possible. Both these teams have members outside the circle right now. Looks like Omen Elite has, oh, and Salty does get the knock on a Chapita with the 4x on his M4. Probably doesn't have too many attachments on that, so the recoil must have been crazy. But Salty does, he does see Tech Tape. Tagging up in his direction. He knows he's on the other side of this rock. He's got 25 bullets left in his mag. Both of these playing a little cat and mouse game around this rock, seeing who exposes themselves more. Oop, oop. Back and forth, and He does get the knock on a tech date, so that is it for Jovi. They are the second team out of the match already, so we have Savage Hearts and Jovi out within the first couple minutes of the match. It's like Spacestation Gaming landing onto the hillside of different compounds on the hill overlooking boot camp. So they're going to be looking down. They're probably going to try to come in for a third party or shoot down at the two teams that have landed within boot camp. Alright, ATP Bappa. They're holed up in ban with Avapaxia coming down from Camp Bravo. They did lose one before. That didn't get in because he didn't have the map. Seems like a theme tonight. Everyone had Miramar. Everyone had Erangel. We'll see if we lose any in Bikindi later on after this match. Alright, Carnage. Carnage looking alive now. He's woken up and he's got in the car and he's going to reunite with the rest of his team in boot camp. Definitely in Sanhok, it's very, very hard to, I would say like rotate to different parts of the circle just because it's third-party central in Sanhok. You know, you could be taking a fight somewhere and then over the hillside comes another team that are going to third-party, so you have to be hyper aware of your surroundings in Sanhok. Looks like there goes Avapaxia, the third team out of the match. So we're down to 13 teams only now. So, you know, getting later on into the match as these teams, they're still, you know, alive, and you're having a very small amount of space with so many teams trying to find the little nooks and crannies on the hillsides or the little compounds to take up. You're going to have a lot of action in the last little bit of Sanhok. Alright, Omen Elite now. Carnage has reunited with the rest of this team, and they have actually pretty much surrounded Squad on Me. Squad on Me, they lost Grimly before. Slicky is knocked, so it's just Epic and Cynic up. And they just got the res onto Cynic. Oh, Epic from the left hand side from Omen Elite. Omen Elite again doing what they do very well, playing very confidently here, spreading out, having the different angles. All their players, when you do this, you need to make sure your players can handle their own and they don't get, you know, knocked by themselves off as a solo, because it's no saving you then. Oop, Zute almost getting knocked. As I said that, by Epic. Wi-Fi pushing up Wi-Fi with the hyper aggressive play. And Spacestation Gaming being very, very patient, looking to pick off some kills if they can. See where the rest of these teams are right now. But yeah, C9 making their way down from Paradise Resorts onto this compound, just a little bit south of it. PK coming in as well. Oh, King did get knocked from Epic. He's going to give a little bit of support to the rest of his team. He's got to be careful. Spacestation Gaming off in the distance. Yep. And I think Spacestation Gaming did rain in a couple shots on, so Zute is going to back up again, once again, metting himself up and taking and slowing down the push from Omen Elite. So now we have Carnage and we have Wi-Fi still after life from Omen Elite. Oh, he can smell. He might be able to see him. Oh, and Wi-Fi versus Epic, and Wi-Fi does get the better of Epic in that engagement. So right now it should be just one or two members left up from Squad on Me. It is Cynic and it is Slicky. They're holding the angle. They're covering the cross for Epic to come crawling back at them. Gotta be careful of hard peeking angles in third-person perspective, because you don't know who's gonna be behind what kind of barrier and be able to have the angle onto you. Like this HH24 who's got the finish onto Pittsburgh Knights. What just happened to Pittsburgh Knights? Pittsburgh Knights rolled up right onto in between Null and HH in Team Totality, it looks like. So Pittsburgh Knights is out of the match. They are the next team out. They're calling for Epic to come back. They're trying to get a Spacestation Gaming coming on the left side. We have Angry and Raven actually just literally right. They can smell each other right on the other side. They probably heard the footsteps back and forth. So Angry, he's going to back up a little bit, put a little bit of distance and wait for the rest of his team to give them a little bit of support and not take that one-on-one fight. Sixes does get the knock on Lucas from across the way. Wi-Fi does get the knock on, or got the finish onto Epic now. Sorry guys, next time I have a headache, I'll have someone else do this for me because this is like killing me right now. Looks like Angry did get knocked from the unnamed from across the way, and I think Sixless is also knocked. So Juicy and BJ, be careful on these rocky hillsides. You know, it does give you cover from boot camp, but you are pretty exposed to the other side of the water if they're on those beaches. Alright, the unnamed is all up now. Juicy trying to go for the res and Beach off in the background. Trying to buy his team a little bit of time to get rezzed up. It looks like Bootcamp is quite the bit of action right here. Looks like Anya got knocked from Beach with the off angle. He was a little bit back behind Spacestation Gaming. All right, SSG. They're gonna try to get the res onto Angry now. Trying to push up. The best advantage you can have in the later parts of the game is having all of your members left alive, or as many as possible, or having at least more than the other teams that are left within the match. So Juicy throwing the smokes, throwing the mollies. They're wasting their resources earlier on. The smokes are very, very hard to come by in Sandhawk. So they're gonna use these resources now that they can't use later on in the game. Beach pushing up. Alright, circle's about to pop one more time. Let's see where the circle is going to push these teams to go. And the circle closes pretty right on top of Paradise Resorts. Got the majority of the western side and got a little bit of water in the map. So it's going to push a lot of these south and southwest teams. They're going to be right on top of each other trying to get into the circle. I'm going to pop onto Null right now. So we got Stevo, Fears, and Keely. See if the QBU. 6 times QBU. He probably had that information before that he saw H go into that shack. So they're just going to keep him there, keep him imprisoned there. But H, smartly just not exposing himself too much. He doesn't want to do any sort of damage on him. He already has a level 3 vest that is pretty tagged up, so he doesn't want to cause any more damage to his armor. Right now, it's all about gatekeeping Null and then Tribe off in the distance as well. Tribe, it looks like they had, I think it was Seagut? They finally had their last member coming alive. Looking alive, woke up, and joined the scrim. So, no longer Trey as the sub for their team. Memo rushing in. IGL, you always see the IGL kind of the first one to go into the circle. Scouting ahead for the rest of the team, the most communicative one. So, it looks like Memo is up ahead and is going to find a good spot for the rest of his team to follow suit. Looks like Omen Elite, they did a disengage on this fight in boot camp away from Squad Enemy. They moved on to the warehouses to the very north. Squad Enemy still in a pretty bad spot where they lost Epic before, and now they have Helping Quit Addiction rolling up right onto them. So it is Cross that gets knocked from Slicky. Slicky putting some distance. It is Lan. It is Slicky. And Salty kind of up on the hill. Oh, and Lan just pre-firing around the corner trying to find Slicky. Oh, I accidentally hop onto Zute. My bad. And that is it for Squad Enemy. Squad Enemy going out to Helping Quit Addiction, coming out from the Ruins area and rolling right up onto Boot Camp. So Spacestation Gaming, they hear the shots, they smell the blood, and they want to come in for the easy third party there, but definitely paying attention to the kill feed. They saw the knocks back and forth. So Juicy encroaching up a little bit closer. And He sees Landon caught out in the open, doesn't get the knock and goes for the immediate thirst, doesn't even let go of the trigger and goes for the one clip knock and finish. So it is just Salty left alive from helping quit addiction against a full squad of Spacestation Gaming. Sixless usually taking that off angle. He's up on the hillside, close to where they dropped. So Spacestation Gaming really hasn't moved that far. They've gone up on the hill where they dropped and looted up, went down kind of onto the rocky areas to the west of boot camp, and then came back up into boot camp to take this fight. All right, zone is going to close again very, very shortly. We have ATP moved all the way up to the north side, just west of Paradise Resorts, and it looks like C9 moved back up into Paradise Resorts. So they, you know, a lot of these teams just dropping and then coming, leaving somewhere and then coming back. And really Salty does get taken out by Spacestation Gaming. So Spacestation Gaming moving as one, hashtag synergy, and it does take us helping quit addiction out of the match. So we have 10 teams left alive. 15 minutes have currently elapsed, and the circle does centralize, literally dab center of the circle. And we have Temple Storm with ATP and C9 moving on into the 5th phase of this match in the circle. All right, now yes, so Sixless off in his own world, a little bit spread out from his team. Yeah, he was actually a little bit close to Tribe, so it could have been a bad situation. But Team Totality does get the knock onto Healy. Well, no, they were being gate-kept before by Team Totality, and then they slowly moved out. So Team Totality is still keeping Null out of the circle, and that was it from them. So easy kills for Team Totality. They're currently at 5 kills so far in the match. All right, Team Totality moving their way in. Nobody to keep them out of this circle as Enigma is the first one to cross in. C9 leaving their home in Paradise Resort to come back into the circle. They're probably going to take the hillside of this compound just outside of the city. Temple Storm reuniting just northeast of boot camp. What also makes Sandhawk really, really hard is it has the most foliage of all the maps in PUBG Mobile. So definitely a lot of sinks in the grass, a lot of coverage for people just laying prone in the ground. There's so many rocks. There's so many different little hiding spots that people can be sneaking and just using, especially in third-person perspective. You're able to gather so much more visual information than you would in first person. So everyone's nightmare to be playing TPP Sandhawk. Nico does find Juicy. Running across, does get the knock on a Juicy, running out into the open. He's got to be careful. Tribe, he just gave all the information away to Tribe that is just on his left-hand side. And Juicy was, the kill on Juicy was yoinked by Seagut. So Nico now having the information, he heard Tribe down below. So he's going to be hyper cautious of his lower left side. Angry continuing to rotate around Beach and Sixless outside of the zone. Zute and Carnage not quite in either. Looks like Roy's getting the knock onto Angry. Now this leaves Spacestation Gaming down to only 2 out in the blue. Tito Halley having a very good game so far. Not losing one of their players and collected 5 kills so far. The Unnamed and Team 9, I believe Team 9, they're up on that island in the middle of the water just to the side of boot camp. So the Unnamed, Raven, Lucas, Anya, and Kwai were able to take a couple kills to their name. So it's just Kebo and I believe it is just Meanwoo left alive from, and Decipher left alive from Team 9. So VV4 on the island, trying to find that OP angle underneath the house. There's really not that much land to be playing around with here. He has a grenade. He cooked it. Can he get somebody in with it? Oh, shooting underneath the house. He doesn't quite land any shots here. Let's see where all the rest of their teammates are. So we have Meanwoo. And it looks like Kwai is getting third-partied off in the distance. Like a Team Totality and C9, I believe, are in engagement now. And Meanwoo does get knocked. So on this island, it is... Actually, it is Decipher and Cable still left alive. Not on this island. So they might be able to gatekeep the Unnamed if they decide to stick around. However, the circle just closed right on top of C9, ATP, and Temple Storm. So it'll be just a needless fight outside of zone. And the zone does take Beach and Sixless out in 9th place. Lucas does get knocked to Decipher. He does see Raven out in the open. Oh, Decipher quickly ducking down, trying not to get knocked. Sika does get a knock onto Zute. Uneven gets a knock on Enigma in the distance. Oh, it is C9 versus Team Totality right now. Team Totality with the upper hand of the vantage point, looking down onto C9. Team Totality, they're going to continue rotating counterclockwise around the top of this hill, try to find an easier way to get into the circle. Might be a little bit too late for them, though. HH24 was the only one that was able to get in. And he's overlooking on the rock side. You can definitely hear the footsteps. Whoever is C9 underneath him heard him. Oh, he sees Beowulf. And he does take Dale just a little bit only. Unfortunately, only got one knock onto, or one bullet onto him. Looks like, oh, we got Temple Storm on top of Team 9, on top of Tribe. The Tribe they lost, so you got... A nade came out from Temple Storm, was able to get Royds down to about 75% of the way health. Down to 50% of the way health. We have Tribe desperately trying to get in. Temple Storm with the compound. Rain, his level 2 helmet is about to fall off of his head. And Team A, I think it's Omen Elite Wi-Fi. He's coming in hot and heavy, trying to get into the circle if he can. But he's got 2 full teams right on top of him. Wi-Fi getting taken out by Nico. Nico tagged up just a little bit, or almost all the way down, but he was able to get the finish onto Wi-Fi. Now this zone gifting it onto, looks like we have part of the compound that C9 is in, part of the compound that Temple Storm is in, that is left in this circle. We're moving on to phase 7. Oh, you can hear ATP. You can hear the cars coming in as they're trying to get into the circle. They're going to just try to stay quiet here, but they were taken out by ATP, rolling up right on top of them. Looks like Bappa was taken out by Spec and Temple Storm, and Nico's shooting at the little choker, or little jack-in-a-box that popped up when somebody dies. Looks like we only have Easy left up from ATP, so he's going to try to go for the reses on his team. Chica can even finish onto Shifen now, so it's just Easy. Full health, a little bit boosted up. You got Team Totality against Cloud9. You got ATP against Temple Storm. Let's hop on to Cloud9. All right, the zone is about to pop once more. Let's see. It is shifts right out of the compound for Temple Storm. And it looks like now Temple Storm, a ton of circle control with the only last little bit of hard cover. Spec gets a knock on a Dirk from across the way with the VSS. You'll love to see it. Easy now with the M249. He's got the ghillie. He's got the level 3 kit. Spec does get knocked across the way. So ATP now has that information. They see it in the kill feed. As there are 4 teams left in this match. Just like Team Totality was just taken out by C9. C9, they've got a ways to go. C9, again, in the same position as previous games. They just have to wait for the teams that are in the circle to, be more concentrated on each other, take each other out, be on the weak side, and then C9 making the smokes, coming across, and coming in for the easy third parties. Let's see what C9 is going to do. They are all 4 members left alive. ATP only has 2, and Temple Storm does have all 8 up. Looks like ATP and Temple Storm inadvertently working together to gatekeep C9 from getting in. All eyes on C9 right now as they try to get across the circle, and Pirate does get taken out. Looks like Perkins is getting knocked, and it is just uneven in Beowulf like that. And suddenly there were only 2 from C9. Beowulf getting tagged up. A little bit of a gentleman's agreement between Temple Storm and ATP as they work together to try to take these teams out. Chica does get knocked, pushing a little bit too far ahead. Beowulf, no cover within the circle, and Uneven does get taken out. So it is Temple Storm up on the hill, all 4 left alive. While ATP, it is just 1. They can tell from the kill feed. They know it is only 2. And just like that, Nico hopping in. Oh, Nico gets knocked, and Spec coming in with the right flank. Does get the win for Temple Storm. They just full send that one. So we have Spec, Nico, Rain, and Chica with 7 kills, taking the Sandhawk match. Second place, we have ATP with getting the second place win. So GG's to the last 2 that are left alive. We have 4, 5, 7 kills to ATP's name. Third place goes to C9 once again, having 8 kills. So from there we have 4th, we have Team Totality, 5th was Tribe, 6th was Omen Elite, 7th The Unnamed, 8th was Team 9, 9th was Spacestation Gaming, 10th was Null, 11th was Help and Quit Addiction, 12th Squad on Me, 13th Pittsburgh Knights, 14th Avapaxia, 15th Jovi, and 16th was Savage Hearts. So we are done with the 4th match of the night. The win goes to Temple Storm, 2nd win of the night, and the last game is going to be heading right into the Kindy, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Take me through the night, falling to the dark side. We don't need the light, we live on the dark side. I see it, let's feel it while we're still young and realize that go off the night, falling to the dark side.
Not trying to be in debt, not trying to be cool, just trying to be in this. Tell me how you choose. Can you feel while you're in this? Can you feel it through all of the windows inside this room? 'Cause I wanna touch you, baby, I wanna feel you too. I wanna see the sunrise and your scene's just me and you. Light it up on the run. Let's make love tonight. Make it up. Fall in love. Try it. But you'll never be alone. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. Baby, I'm right here. I'll hold you when things go wrong. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. Baby, I'm ready. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. Baby, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm looking at the group chat, and they're like, all the guys like don't want to do it, and they're just like voting for each other to do it. They're like, Spec, it's famous time. Okay, let me update this.
Only you that can stop. Go give love to your body. Only you that can stop it.
Okay, hold on. Oh my god, it's too funny. Hello?
Hello, what's up?
Famous time? So tell me how that match went.
Pretty good. We had a pretty easy first game. Nobody contested or anything like that. So yeah, I'd say it went pretty well.
That's it. Went pretty well. So you guys, so split drop over to the west side.
Whoa. Let's not go too crazy here, Monica.
Anyone can see that from the map, okay? It's not news. What?
All right.
How did Chica get knocked at the end there?
I think C9 got cheat. When I pushed that last guy and I got knocked,
Yeah.
I ran out of ammo. Like I pre-fired so hard that I ran out of
Oh,
ammo.
when you just like full send jump over the rock.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, oh, it's GG's. You know, it's just one left from Help and Quit Addiction, and then ATP, and then like Rain gets knocked. You like landed on his head, and then got knocked. I was like, oh my god, and then Spec got him.
Spec cleaned it up. Yeah, Spec cleaned it up. Easy one.
Easy. As Rain would say, it's so boring being the best. Like I don't know. I heard him say that for the very first time the other day, and I like died laughing. And there's a clip of like there's a command in my like if you guys do !Rain, you can find the clip of Rain saying it, and it's like so pompous, but obviously he's kidding.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get in the room. See you next game.
Jeez, you really don't like to talk.
GG.
Bye. He leaves. He just like, I was gonna ask him some more questions, but okay, Nico. Freaking, okay, so, hold on, I need to get, all of the accounts in the room. No, it was, what the heck? I'm having, like, problems these days. Okay. Now, okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me see if the scores are done, actually. Okay, so scores are done. So shout out to Dawn again for doing the scores so quickly. So we're gonna hop out in there real quick. So scores right now, we have first place, we have Temple Storm winning the, was it second and fourth match? Yeah, winning the second and fourth match. So currently at 31 kills and 99 points total. Second place goes to Cloud9, getting 23 kills and 64 points so far. Oh my god, I see she's spamming this so easy in the chat. Oh my god. Stop, Chi! And third goes to Pittsburgh Knights with 62 points. So very close third place for Pittsburgh Knights. And then fourth place with Omen Elite 40. And fifth place with Spacestation Gaming with 39. So you can see definitely second and third place are very, very close. And then we have fifth, sixth, and seventh. And eighth and ninth. Pretty close as well. Yeah, there you have your score so far. So we didn't have anyone doing the top fraggers of the night, but I'll go back tonight and go through and count them up so you guys can see who your top fraggers are so far. All right, let's go ahead and see. Have you guys watched the And you guys see the new Aladdin song? Or Aladdin movie? That's what the song is from. Nico says, easy, never doing one of those again. Yeah, so Rain is like, I vote God's spec, I'm eating GG's. And then she was just like, I'm pooping, is what Sheikah said. And Nico's like, okay, I'll take one for the team. He's like, wish me luck, boys. Rain's like, I'll do it next game. And Spec is like, no, I cannot. I am, breathing, bro. Sorry. And then Nico said, easy, never doing one of those again. Love you, Monica. I was like, whatever. I'm like, he's like, do I get participation points? Our Discord group chat is just blowing up. Okay, so we are at 2 minutes left to get in. Temple Nico. Okay. We are missing one person from Null? One person from Null. And then Rain isn't in. Rain, get in the room. You guys like Nico? Yeah, that's Nico. That is Sinister. That is Neo. That is Nico. Okay. We are going to. We have 1 minute left before the 10 minutes are up. They are all in. We're like, Rain, why aren't you in? He's like, I'm making everyone wait for me because I'm best. Yeah, getting my other account in. Okay, we are good now. And we have started. Jerk, thank you for the 100 bits. Jerk has the blue verified checkmark now. Have you seen the first time I ever heard the song was like the Trump, like, you know, like where they like cut at like little words that he said and they make it into like him singing the song. That was the first time I heard it. Okay, we're gonna take a look at the map and see where this plane path is going to take us. Maybe it'd be helpful if I do that. Okay, so this plane path is actually very similar to, it's almost identical to the Sandhawk plane path going down like that. And the, I think the first Erangel plane path was also like this. So it is going on the western part of the map over onto, what is that city? Vihar, Movatra, through Dino Park. That is one of the missions to do with that global treasure hunt PMCO in game it's like land on one of the buildings in Dino Park or something like that. So Bikindi, second smallest map in PUBG Mobile, 6 kilometer by 6 kilometers. So again, last two teams, they probably can't make it all the way over to like Cosmodrome on that side of the map, but for the most part, you can kind of long jump to wherever you need to. Jerk, thank you for the 900. Jerk is now purple verified. Alright, so we have, looks like Spacestation Gaming going over to Hot Springs. I'm trying to see where the early action is going to be. Alright, let me try to find some action for you guys. We're going to see where this plane path is going to drop and see where it's going to force you guys to go. And, oh my god, this is the best circle I have ever seen in Bikindi. Like, all the time, Bikindi goes to, like, halfway in the water, or even, I've seen 2/3 of the way into the water, forcing these teams to have to, like, it's very, very small playable land, and a lot of these teams, you know, coming in closer and closer together. So, usually, those kind of circles are pretty, shorter maps usually, because a lot of these teams get taken out earlier on. But with this much playable land, we're probably gonna have a longer Bikini match this time. So Temple Storm taking, Rain took a couple shots at HQA as they rotated on by. Pittsburgh Knights not too far away. These teams are actually very, very close to the secret cave over by Podvesto. We have Tribe and Avapaxia together in Cement Factory. Alright, Avapaxia. So Cement Factory, definitely a lot of, you're not familiar with it, definitely a lot of little different buildings that you can get lost in or different angles that the team can have. So Tribe and Avapaxia at a stalemate now. Looks like Outsider, all he has is a Tommy gun. No armor to his name, no helmet, no armor. He's got to be very, very careful he doesn't get shot at. Alright, Pittsburgh Knights on the early road. Pittsburgh Knights rotating very, very fast these games, it seems like. So they're going to rotate right past Helping Quit Addiction. Sam still left behind with, I believe, with Jagger. Alright, the circle. Still, these teams are just kind of... Actually, Jagger's all the way over here. So Jagger on the other side of the river, actually, from Sam. So Jagger, he sees Kibble from Team 9 rotating on past him, so he takes a couple shots. I think he has majority of Team 9 right on... Actually, 2 members of Team 9 right on him. So Kibble... I think they're just playing it slow, collecting information, how many teams are actually here. And, so far, they've only heard one person take shots, so they might figure they might just be one. But Jagger, he's got the M24 already in this game. And he's got the AK up on top of Mount Kresnik. Let's get a look out to a squad on me. So squad on me, they're going to really have to turn it around. Haven't had the best of results in the previous matches. So Grimly, Epic, Cynic, and Slicky, they're looking for a win in this one. Seagot getting the knock on Avapaxia. So Avapaxia back over in Cement Factory. And definitely Vikendi, you do see it is very SMG heavy, so a lot of times these earlier fights, it's with SMGs, you know, submachine guns that the teams only have. Oh, looks like Cash getting knocked from Roy's running out into the open, getting heavily punished for that. So we have Enigma and Rothenha. Last 2 left standing for Avapaxia. Can they get the revive onto Bunny? We actually have 2 Enigmas. Oh, he sees Memo, but Memo does get the better of Enigma in that one, so it is just Rothenha left alive. Rothenha, he's the last one left alive. He's going to just back up out of this one and try to get out of there. Paige timed out Rain because he was typing in chat. Get out of here, Rain. Okay, they were trying to get that last member, you know, let that last one slip away, but they weren't unfortunately able to get him. So Enigma from Team Totality now, it gets knocked from Raven from The Unnamed. So The Unnamed, a little bit different from their previous games. Usually you see The Unnamed kind of out into the blue, edging the first couple circles, and then finally making it in. But it looks like where this circle landed in Vikendi, they are almost right dab center. I think it's on the hunt. Anya gets the knock onto Tensa, one of the top fraggers on their team, and it goes for the flush onto Enigma. Alright, Proplex just outside. H not too far away from him. He's up on the hill. He's had that off angle. He sees Raven. Why isn't he spraying down at them? And Tensa just gets flushed out from Lucas. So there's 2 left. HHC4 and Proplex left alive. Looks like H missed multiple shots onto The Unnamed. So he gave away his position. He's going to get in the car and try to get out. A lot of these teams, as soon as they give away their positioning, they immediately move. You know, you want that factor of mystery of, you know, not letting a team know exactly where you are, you know, where they, you know, can just hard peek you and just wait for you to expose yourself. So he's going to come around. He's going to meet up with Proplex. Anya gets the knock on a Proplex, and HHG4 just throws that plan out the window. He's going to try to put a little bit more distance between them, and let's see what he's all up to. I mean, he's probably looking at the map right now, trying to find out where to go. You have Slump rotating right on past of PK. Anya getting the finish onto Proplex now, so it is just HH24 left alive from Team Totality. He's a knock on the Kwai. Spraying and praying over into the direction. He's not gonna go down without taking some names with him. Tries to go for the flush on the Kwai. Doesn't quite get it. Alright, Jovi right on top of Spacestation Gaming, right next to Pittsburgh Knights. Looks like Chapito getting the knock onto Angry, but gets knocked himself. It is just Tectate left alive from Team Jovi. And as Spacestation Gaming finishes off his teammates, all of a sudden it is just Tectate left alive. So this is getting tagged up in the distance, I believe, from a third party from Pittsburgh Knights. This is inadvertently giving the opening to Jovi for Tectate to get the res on their IGL. Caitlyn. Basically, they don't want to expose themselves too much. They don't want to lose a member this early on in the match. Looks like Chica and Team 9 are fighting right now with, looks like, helping put addiction. So sorry, really salty. Coming in for the third party. Rain and Nico are both knocked right now. Alright, it is Cross, it is Salty, and it is Lan left alive. So Salty's gonna back up, get that res onto Chiwong as the rest of his team comes and meets up with them. I think Salty is looking for some names here. Salty, he heard the grenade, quickly backs up so he doesn't get finished off by the grenade from Temple Storm. He's calling out for the rest of the team to come on back. They only have this little expansive wall as cover for them. And Landline pushes up onto the compound, or the building to the left, trying to give a little bit more cover as the rest of Helping Quit Addiction spreads out. Alright guys, we see Team 3, Temple Storm, and Team 14 Helping Quit Addiction right on top of each other. Rain gets the knock on across. You got two grenade knocks back and forth onto each other. Spec is knocked from a grenade as one of the members of Helping Quit Addiction gets knocked as well. Rainy's gonna push up onto this. Rain, the king of grenades tonight. Temple Storm, the hyper-aggressive play. Chica just getting a little bit tagged up. Rain does get the knock on his Salty. It is just one left alive. It is just Lan left. Rain whips out the Uzi, that fast fire rate Uzi with the extended mag, 35 bullets. He's gonna push up. He's gonna get punched by the TVP, and he goes for the knock, and that is it for Helping Quit Addiction. Temple Storm with the wipe. Temple Storm now sitting at 8 kills to their name. Let's hop on to, looks like the unnamed ATP and Omen Elite are in a little trifecta of shots in between each other. Anya just messing around, shooting with the pistol, and gets shot right in the chest by Omen Elite. Alright, this circle's gonna close very, very shortly. It looks like Rothenhai still hasn't been able to get away from Tribe yet. He's gonna just stay very quiet and let Tribe rotate on into the circle, get across the bridge potentially, and then try to sneak his way in without getting contested. Alright, circle is about to pop once more. And this circle does shift a little bit further onto the south side. You know, these teams are not going to really have to move that far. This Tribe is still not in, and Avapaxia still isn't in. Again, if you guys are interested in seeing the scores, this is the PMCO fall split scoring system. So we have first place going for 20 points, second going to 14, third gets 10, and then 8, 7, 6, all the way down from there. So 11th place to 16th place gets at least 1 point just for placement. And then each kill is worth 1 point. Alright, Juicy getting the knock on a Pittsburgh Knights. Well, Sam getting knocked, didn't really have that much cover by this tree. He's gonna just hide, sucking it in, trying to get himself as much cover as possible. He's calling out for the rest of his teammates, you know, give me some cover, and here comes the vehicle from Vigilante to give him a little bit of cover. Oh, you hear that M24. Alright, Sixless up on the roof. He's gathering that information, seeing above the rooftop, looking down, and giving that information back to the rest of the team of where he is. Tectate off in the background. Tectate from Team Jovi after losing all of his teammates to, I believe it was SSGs before. He's still going to be a thorn in the side of Spacestation Gaming. He's going to come in and try to go for a third party. He doesn't know that Juicy's on his right side. He does get out and does potato his shots and does get taken out by Spacestation Gaming. It was a 2v1 situation. Unfortunately, the numbers just were not in his favor. So Spacestation Gaming, once again, focusing all of their attention onto Pittsburgh Knights up the hill. Jagger with that M24. Alright, all of our teams are in the circle now. We have squad on me. Looks like they got some orange hit markers. They're taking some shots off into the distance. Who are they looking at? Looks like they're looking over onto Cloud9 area. Looks like Tri was able to get in. We still have 12 teams left, as these teams are pretty much all in the very, very center. You always see this in McKinney. Everybody is just the next compound over. There's a team over there. It could potentially have more than that. So the unnamed, one gets knocked from ATP. And here comes the full send from ATP. Anya jumping out. And here comes the carnage. Out in the open, and Easy does get the knock onto Anya. It is just Lucas and his Kwai left standing as all of ATP comes around. Easy on the other side, and Easy does get knocked, and Lucas does get knocked, trade knocked, so there's just Kwai left alive right now. We have, oh my god, we have Team 8 Omenally coming in with a perfect third party now. They're coming in, they're looking for kills, they're trying to rack up those points, and Zute does get the finish on to that team. That is all fortunately for ATP, Shifen stayed back to keep that back angle, or else the rest of this team would have been it. So that is it for the unnamed, and the majority of ATP as Omenly came in for the perfectly timed third party. And the circle shifts. Pretty much all these teams are still in the circle. Actually, all these teams are still in the circle. It just shifts a little bit more to the southern side, giving, looks like HH is pretty much right dab in the center. He is solo. He finds a nice little bush to hang out in as he wants to go for a placement, stay very quiet. Oh, it's not a bush. It's a shack. It didn't render in. But he's going to play pretty passively here. Doesn't want to give away his spot. He doesn't want a full team suddenly on him. Shifen. I think angry Shifen just popping some shots over at Omen Elite's direction after they took out the majority of his team. Alright, Temple Storm pretty close to Tribe. Outsider, is he... I think Outsider, yep, just on the bottom side of Kresnik. You gotta be careful. You can fall off this platform here and take a lot of fall damage. So Outsider, he's encroaching up a little bit closer to Temple Storm. I think gathering some information, maybe trying to figure out if there is indeed a team there. You can probably hear the cars rolling off as they start driving away. Tribe just really spread out over the hillside here, having a lot of circle control on this eastern side, northeastern side of the map. Alright, we are moving on into the fourth phase when this circle does close. You got 30 seconds before the zone closes. Let's take a look at Gabby. So new lineup, we have Gabby joining Savage Heart, so Hot Jukes, Night Owl, Gabby, and Marshy. Pretty close to Villa. Nobody in Villa right now. You usually expect to see a team in that big compound in Villa. Alright, I think they know. They may have heard footsteps, and all of a sudden everyone is staying as still as possible. They don't want to, you know, you want to control the amount of information you're giving away. But Memo does roll up, and with that Uzi, he does run out of shots, so he has to reload, but he's just trying to get Vigilante. Both of them take them pretty low, and Outside outside does give a little bit of help to Memo and does get the knock on a Vigilante for Memo. So that is it for one of the members of Pittsburgh Knights. The rest of Pittsburgh Knights, oh, actually Roids and Outside did get knocked off in the distance. So it's actually Tribe not in the best of spots here as he has one. Oh, he sees Jagger. Gets a knock onto Jagger. He's got to be careful of Spacestation Gaming off in the distance as well. Oh, Memo coming inside. Giving himself a little bit of cover from all the third parties all around. See where they're at. You got Sam down below. You got Seagut down the hill a little bit from Memo, and then Spacestation Gaming on the other side of this quarry area. All right, zone is about to pop once more. Let's take a look at that. So circle's about to close, very congested in this northeast part of the map. And the circle shifts right onto Villa. You're gonna see at least one of these teams crash right up onto Villa, one of the best spots on the map right now. So you have C9, Omen Elite, Spacestation Gaming is on the move to get on in, and then you have Squad Enemies, Savage Hearts, and Team Totality already in, leaving Temple Storm and Tribe out. And you see these teams, if they're outside of the circle, as soon as that circle closes and the IGL makes a decision of where to go, all the teams, all the members are in those cars and they're ready to go. They might boost up beforehand, prepare for the push, prepare for the fights that they're going to have to take to crash up into a compound in the center. Sixes, I think, scouting ahead for the rest of this team, figuring out if there's somebody is in Villa. I think Omen Elite, they're coming down. They're eyeing Villa. They're making sure that nobody is there first before they hop on in. All right, Gabby and then knock onto Juicy. Oh, they find H, and there goes H from Angry. So H going out in 10th place. We have Juicy and Angry both knocked right now. Beach in 6th with left standing from Spacestation Gaming. Grimly getting the knock on a Night Owl. Alright, Omen Elite a little bit split up right now. You got two King A and Wi-Fi still in that northern compound above Villa, and then Carnage and Zute coming down. And they think they're scouting it out, trying to see if there's anyone in there. Being very careful here, because you could have a full team squatting inside and just waiting for you to come a little bit too close and then take you out. Carnage, I think he spotted Beowulf. Those sneaky little lean peeks. All right, Temple Storm right on the edge. You got Sam, the last one alive from Pittsburgh Knights, outside of zone. You can hear Tribe walking around above him, next to him. And I think Tribe might be on the hunt. Yep, Sam definitely saw Memo right there. He stands up and tries to go for the knock on a Memo. Does get the knock on a Memo. He's gonna go for the flush. So it is a 1v1 now. Sam versus Sega, both of them outside of the zone. This is onto the 5th phase, though. It's gonna start really, really hurt. Sam's going to disengage from this. I think he's going to try to go for zone if he can. He doesn't have that much further to get into zone. Yeah, he's going to throw some smoke. Seagut's coming in closer. He wants to get revenge for the rest of his team. And both of them just kind of meting out. All right, Sixes gets the knock onto Gabby. Alright, let's spectate Savage Hearts. So, Gabby did get knocked and thirsted out. So, we have Hot Cheeks, Night Owl, and Marshy crashing up into the circle. They have this little compound here. A lot of the Bikini compounds, they are very hard to breach just because you have all these little broken walls or little places for people to hide, especially in third-person perspective. I think I saw Omen Elite. We have Zute and we have King A knocked. So, Carnage and Wi-Fi still left standing on the very edge of Villa. Hellstorm, full man strong. They're all congregated behind 2 vehicles and a couple of rocks, still within the circle, giving them the cover that they need from Villa, from Omen Elite. However, they have Null coming up on the backside. I think SSG, Zute was a little bit too spread out from his team. He is very, very close to SSG. So Beach and Zute previously on the same team together. Teammates turned rivals. All right. Angry, just scoping out, trying to gather information. Any of these rocks could have somebody behind them, so you want to be hyper careful of that. Beach now gets a knock onto Cynic with that SLR. Alright, here's the move. We got Spacestation Gaming coming in hot. They're coming in as close as they can into the circle, and they know Sixes is gathering that information. He sees a whole squad right here, and Beach does get knocked from Slicky as he tried to get in on that snowmobile. Angry now pushing up next to the wall. They see squad on me. Sixes popping out, trying to rain shots into the window, trying to get an optimistic knock. Alright, you have C9 dead center. The circle is about to close. All these teams are within the circle. Savage has been gifted a drop right into their lap with nobody else around them. Six now gets knocked from Angry with a Molly, and Carnage gets a knock onto Angry. This is just Sixes. It is just a juicy show right now from Spacestation Gaming. Let's see where this circle is going to close. This circle closes right in the center. C9 has it. Spacestation Gaming has it. Squad on me has it. The rest of the teams are going to have to come out from the edge to get in. And Carnage just get knocked from Sixless. Six is trying to go for the flush on his old teammate. Only they're very spread out here. Nico gets a knock onto Pyre. Nico gets knocked from Percocet. Looks like Templestone crashed right up onto Cloud9. And that is it for Temple Storm, going out in 7th place, going a little bit too early. Now we have Squad on Me and Spacestation Gaming still at a standstill right now. Ultimately, they're going to have to find a tricky way to get in. Wi-Fi, I think he's off in the distance. You know, he's trying to find that counterclockwise rotation into the circle. Maybe going over to the right. He's spraying over at nobody, trying to just make sure that, you know, there's nobody over there and trying to get an easier way to get into the circle. Null as well. They're coming in. 3-man, 0 kills so far. They're very quiet this game. But really, it's all about placement in the end circles, just like you see right now. Looks like Cloud9, Omen Elite is getting heavy casualties from Spacestation Gaming. It looks like the last two standing are going to be Wi-Fi and King A, as Zute was knocked and flushed out, and Carnage. They're trying to go for the res onto Carnage. But the zone is coming in right now, so I don't know if they're going to have time to get the res onto Carnage. Cloud9 having the most dominant position in the circle right now. They just need to gatekeep Null from getting in. They are looking at across the streets. You see this dividing line in the middle, making it almost impossible to cross for the rest of these teams. Savage Hearts also pretty quiet so far. Only 0 kills. Same thing as Null. Pirates now had the flush onto Carnage, getting another kill to their name. C9 going absolutely insane right now with 6 kills. The circle's coming in now. We're on to our 7th phase of the map. Any team caught on the blue now is really going to be hurting. And I am looking right at Null with Stevel still outside the zone. I don't know if they have the ability to cross, so they use their resources earlier on in the match. They can't get over there. But we have Bullet, the only one in for Null in the circle. The circle's closing now. We got Spacestation Gaming literally right in between Omen Elite and Squad on Me. This could be anybody's game still right now. All these teams, all of them have the map open. They're waiting for the circle to close. Oh, you saw the Molly come, or you saw the nade come out from Squad on Me. It was a little bit too short to get King A though. But Wi-Fi and King A, they're laying prone. They're not trying to expose themselves. And where is this circle gonna go? It's gonna really determine who is gonna be the winner of this match. Where these teams are gonna need to go. And this circle just goes right onto Cloud9. The freaking circle hacks, man. Cloud9, all they have to do is just wait for these teams to try to push in. The only way they lose this is if they start splitting their attention between multiple different teams and may lose focus. But Beowulf, he's not gonna let that happen. So we have Cloud9 and the only compound left in the circle. Savage Hearts, they're looking to try to get in somehow, some way. Really, it's about, for the rest of these teams outside the circle, you want to wait for the other team to make the first move to get in. You just want to wait for all the distraction to go onto a different team and for you to have that open or at least easier rotation in. So Bullet, he's outside zone. He's only a solo. He's got C9 focusing on them. Literally, C9 is just dividing all their attention on the different teams, keeping tabs on them, but they're going to be moving as one as these teams try to move. We got Savage Heart making the first move, trying to get in the circle. Night Owl gets knocked. It is Hot Cheeks. It is Marshy. He gets a knock on it, and even Hot Cheeks with that G36C 556 ammo. He gets tagged up at about 55 HP. Gonna blow up the car. Oh my god, I was gonna say, Night Owl is way too close that he would have killed Night Owl if he blew up that car. So it is just now your boy Marshy left alive. He's spraying and praying. He's trying to get Pyra. C9. They're gonna have to take it a little slower, get the revives on their teammates. And C9 uneven does bleed out. Marshy now trying to push it in, but Pyra is not going to let him get in the circle that easily. Rest of these teams squatting made it in while C9 was focused on Savage Hearts. Slicky just hard peeking, focused on a King A if he does peek out, and there goes Omen Elite by Bullet. The solos taking the solos out. Spacestation Gaming 6less also dies to Epic, so we have Squad on Me, we have C9, we have Savage Hearts, and we have Null still up. Slicky does get the finish on the Bullet, so it is just 3 teams left alive. Marshy, he's going to try to get as much health as possible, give him as much of an advantage as possible in this fight against C9. So Squad on Me with the only team with 4 players left up. C9 with 3 and 1 from Marshy from Savage Hearts. So where is this circle going to go? And this circle closes once more, just right on top of C9. So Squad on Me, that dividing line, that road is almost impossible to cross without the smokes and without pulling some tricks to get across. So Marshy is going to stay quiet. He knows he's a solo here. He knows it's a bunch of full teams. C9 in front of him may or may not know what team is across the street. So he's going to let... Oop! Pyra's got a nade. And does get Marshy down to about halfway health. Beowulf getting the knock on the Slicky. Pyra throwing some more utilities over it, and Sank does blow up, and there, that grenade from Pyra does take out Marshy. So it is the casualties on both sides. It is just Burgess left standing up from C9. This could be the push from Squad on Me if they didn't have to revive their teammates right now. Burgess says he's going to throw out the resources. He's going to use those smokes and try to give his team as much cover, as much time as possible. Squad on Me, they're taking this window of opportunity to get across. Grimmy's coming in with the aggressive push. He's trying to find where these teams are. He's waiting for the rest of them. It is suddenly, the tables have turned. Suddenly, Squad on Me in the very dominant position in this map. And Grimly does get knocked for Perks out of that MK40, just tearing apart his armor. Epic off in the distance. They've got Beowulf and they have Percocet. Pyra just spraying into the windows, trying to get an optimistic shot into Percocet. They expose himself too much. He got Cynic as well, pushed up onto the house. He's got that Uzi. Coming around. They've got the smokes to get in the car, confusing their enemies of where exactly they are. So Squad on Me, they're going to flush out every single corner and trying to find out where exactly C9 is. Cynic now seeing Percocet, and Cynic does get taken out by that MK14. Percocet just tearing up everybody in the match right now. He does go for the flush. So we have Epic and Slicky. All of a sudden, this has turned into a 2v3 situation. Squad on Me not pushing together, not utilizing their full team to their advantage. Epic blowing up the car, taking that variable away so C9 can't do it for him. Slicky and Epic, your fraggers on Squad on Me right now. At this point, it's about the med battle. You have the next circle where when it closes, it's going to be the final circle. It's going to close out on all of these teams. So what you want to do here is you want to give all the meds to one player to out med the other team. So we have 4 first aids on Epic. You got Slicky with 4. They should be able to share them, and so one person can med off in the distance. And C9. That's exactly what C9 Cloud9 has had the insight to do. So Cloud9 Beowulf now has 13 first aids. He's gonna be able to out med Squad on Me because he has more first aids than them. So we're just gonna wait for the circle to start closing. It's starting to close. Beowulf on the med. He's trying to med up as the rest of his team is trying to take him out. He takes out Epic, And the zone does take out Percocet, so Pyra, he's in the circle. He's going to try to flush out these players. Slicky does get taken out. So C9 playing it exactly right. They had one person stay back. They're meting up in the zone. The rest of the players, or actually, wow, actually Squad on Me. I was wrong. Squad on Me. So Beowulf messed up the first aid? Alright, that's my bad. I thought C9 won that. Squad on Me won it with 4 kills. And then second place was C9. And wow, okay, I'm shook at guys. So C9 gets second place with how many kills is that? 13 kills, and then third place was Savage Hearts with 1 kill from Hot Juice. So fourth we have Null, fifth was SSG, sixth was Omen Elite, seventh was Temple Storm, eighth was Tribe, ninth was PK, 10th Team Totality, 11th was ATP, 12th was The Unnamed, 13th was Jovi, 14th Avapaxia, 15th HQA, and 16th was Team 9. I'm shook it. Okay, let's get Squad on Me in here, because that was quite the turn of events. Okay, let's get, alright, let's try to get them in here. We actually, let me check if the updated scores are. The scores are all updated. So we have, I'm gonna show the scores, and then we're gonna try to get Squad on Me in here to do a final interview. So actually, let's wait. Who this?
Wait, do we need more than one? Do we need more?
Who this?
I'm sorry.
Bro,
Oh, we're all gone.
I thought C9 was gonna take that.
Woo!
They should have. We kind of got.
happened?
We were
Criminally aggressive.
Cynic got 2 knocks, and I pushed up, and Epic was flanking, which he called out, and then Slicky was kind of flanking with him. So we had 2 people flanking, and then 1 person pushing, and then another person pushing slowly. And I was just gonna chill outside the building, and I'm still getting used to my controls and whatnot. So, yeah, and I'm still getting used to my controls, so I just kind of potatoed and got like stuck on the window, and Perk knocked me, and so then Cynic pushed by himself, which wasn't a good play because they had I think all 3 of them had been rezzed at that point. So
yeah, it was 3 up.
Yeah, so it was it happened, but Slicky and Epic pulled it off. So
I was shocked because I'm like looking around. So like Grimly Epic had 4 first aids, Slicky had 4, and I was like, well, the play here is like give somebody all the meds, right? To like
we were too far away from each
other. Yeah, I know you were too far away from each other, and I look and like exactly as I said that, Pyra and Beowulf met up, and Bale had 13 first aids.
Oh my gosh!
And I was like, Bale's just gonna med all the way like
what
to the
happened?
end, right? I don't know. Like wait, hold on. Let me look in the captain's chat.
Yeah, we were knowing that they were gonna met up too.
I threw like some nades and mollies in the smoke, so maybe I like tagged him
he was in the shack, like in the.
Well, that's where I threw one of the nades over at, but I don't know.
The world will never know. Well, GG's to you guys, and then yeah, and Slicky, you did kill who was it? Was it Pyra that pushed up? It was Percocet.
I think.
I can't
Perk,
remember.
yeah.
I think it was Perk.
I think I killed Perk and Pyra.
Yeah.
I'm not for sure though.
Frickin' G's. Jeez.
Take those.
What so I'm gonna show the scores actually. So where do you guys think you're at?
probably like 4th, I would say.
Currently,
I'll go 6th.
Yeah,
you
we'll
are
We're on
at
4th.
6th
Oh,
right now.
Nice.
So definitely that last game definitely saved you guys. I did say it like during the like mid match. I was like, Squad on Me. They're really gonna they're really looking for a win in this one to bring up their score a little bit, and then you guys did win. So
We usually win Vikendi.
Yeah, Vikendi is one of our stronger maps. It's a pretty easy that was a weird game because strategy just kind of flew out the window because Goroka is our loot spot, and it was central most of the game. And then when we finally sorry, I was reading chat and someone said my name. But yeah, when we finally had to rotate out, half of our cars had been destroyed, so we had 1 car, and then So we were all four stuck in a car and just kind of we were like, hey, we'll rotate around the edge like that no one has went to, and it kind of worked out. And so as we pulled it into our compound, the car got stuck, and so we just ran to the next compound up on foot. So we had no vehicles, and then we just kind of had to keep SSG and Omen back, and then.
Yeah, I was nervous for you guys because it was like 3 or so teams like right behind you up on the hill, like by Villa area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tricky because every time we peek someone, we'd get shot by like Savage Hearts in the back or someone else in the back, and so we'd have to like stop peeking for a second, try to like suppress them, and then go back to fighting SSG or one of the other teams.
Yeah,
so.
I also said it's like in a circle like that where like C9 is the only one with the compound, and then it's like 6 different teams all the way outside of the zone. It's like the mistake has been the first team that like crashes up on it, right? And like having like all the attention on them, and then so you really want to just kind of like play it patiently, like wait it out, and that's kind of exactly what you guys did. You guys got C9 down to like 1 member at one point, and then that was your window where you guys like smoked it out across the street and got into the like right area.
So I'm watching the kill feed, and I think the nade that Epic threw, I think he got
You dig it, Bale?
Yeah, I think it dinked Beowulf.
And he was saving it too. Yeah, Epic was saving it.
That's what it looked like to me.
They're spamming choke in the chat now.
They thought wrong.
Dude, yeah, it was. We both choked. It was a weird game. So neither one of the teams played it well. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
It was just fun. Oh my god, they're saying choke 9 now. All right, guys, stop that. Okay, but no, it was like because the match ended. I was like 90% sure that Cloud9 was gonna win. So I was like, oh, and there goes Cloud9 with the win. I was like, wait a sec, and then it was like you guys showed up on the first. So
yeah, it was a weird game for sure.
I thought we lost too.
Yeah. Not that I don't believe in you guys. It's just they had advantages in that.
Yeah, today's been a weird day. We've kind of been in a funk lately, so we're trying to pull the team back together and kind of see what we can do from there.
So tell me about Dice Invictus.
Shadow's a pretty cool guy. He was basically just reached out to us and said he wanted to help us out. So we're still rocking the SOM. We're still rocking the SOM tag, but we're using their. Basically, Shadow wants to get us. He his connections. So
yeah. So you guys. So they're just managing you. You're not like.
Yeah, essentially.
So, but your name's not Dice Invictus. You're still Squad.
Yeah, no.
Gotcha.
Nope.
Cool. All right.
So.
Any shout outs you guys want to give?
Oh man. Shout out to Ice for talking so much trash. Jeez.
Dude, he talks so much trash. I'm like in the middle of the mirror my match. I just look over and I just see Ice go be like, it was a joke, and I'm like, I wasn't reading at all, so like I don't know what happened, but like.
I don't even remember what he said, honestly.
Ice most toxic NA confirmed.
Oh no, not quite.
Not quite.
We got some pretty toxic ones, but we appreciate you. So anything else you want to ask?
I was gonna say, did you guys win Vikendi last week?
I think yeah we did.
You did? Okay. I was like I'm having like deja vu right now.
Yeah, no, we typically, so it's weird because a lot of our games are honestly fighting loot. So like, if I don't know, part of my strategies were based around hoping that the eventually PUBG Mobile would increase the loot, and so we wouldn't have to fight for loot. Mm-hmm. That was the goal with putting us in farm, and that still hasn't happened. So. A lot of times we're battling for loot, so half of us don't have scopes. We don't have the guns we're used to. We don't have enough meds. Whereas on Vikendi, we're always looted out to at least a basic, something we feel comfortable no matter what. We always have our scopes, So generally speaking, we can make it happen on Vikendi. It's
cool.
So.
Well, we'll see. I'll keep that in mind. The pressure's on for next week now when we do Vikendi again.
All right.
Well, thank you guys so much for playing, and great job that last game.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Do we have any more games?
No, that's it.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Right on.
All right, we're done. Bye.
All right.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So let's go ahead and do a little raid. Let's do a little hold on a sec. Give me a sec. I might hold on. Cuz we weren't doing the kill tallies like the top fraggers because we didn't have enough people to help us tonight. But we might have it. What? Okay, it's not quite done yet, but oh my god. So freaking Aaron came in clutch and came in to help us out. So we actually have okay, let me hold and finish it. You go, wait, stay around for this. This is gonna be this. We have our top 5 fraggers of the night. So let me get that. So let me help him finish this. Let me help him finish this. Oh my god, what an upset. Because I haven't been showing them all night, so I haven't done it because we didn't have someone to do them, and then Rain comes down and helps us get her done. Okay, so let me... Ooh. So I'm helping him finish it. Okay. Okay, it's officially done. Okay, ready? Ready? So the top fragger of the night was Chica. So thanks to Aaron for helping me do this so quickly. But we have Chica getting 11 kills tonight. And then second place was Cloud9 Percocet with 9. Third was Spacestation Gaming, 6. That's a lowercase s. Hold on. Spacestation Gaming 6less with 9. Oh wait, this is a little off. There we go. A little OCD. Spacestation Gaming. Is there a space in here? Oh my god. I'm like, oh, okay. I gotta fix now. Spacestation Gaming 6less with 9 kills. Squad on Me Epic with 9. And even though they have the same amount of kills, we rank them in terms of placement. So Cloud9 plays better than Spacestation Gaming, who plays better than Squad on Me. So we ranked it that way. And our 5th top fragger of the night is Temple Storm Rain. So GG's. All right, so that is it for the stream. We're gonna go ahead and get. Hold on a sec. We're gonna go ahead and raid somebody. Let me see who's online. Let me see who is online right now. Alright. We go raid Bobby Plays. You guys wanna raid Bobby Plays? I've been playing a lot with Bobby lately, so we're gonna go raid Bobby Plays. He's got 8 viewers right now, so we're gonna raid Bobby Plays. So I'm gonna wait for the stream to catch up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and raid him. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be live again tomorrow morning once my headache goes away. But I've had a headache all night, guys. I hope you couldn't tell, but yeah. So I'll be back tomorrow, and then we might have somebody else streaming the Temple Storm Pro Scrims next week because I'll be in New York a week from now for ESL. So yeah. All right. I'm gonna end it now, and I'm gonna go raid somebody. So thank you guys so much for watching.